I'm rebuilding Rutgers in college football 27, and season 1 was cinema. We went 9-4, winning our first bowl game versus Iowa State. But with KJ Duff and Antoine Raymond leaving for the NFL, we had some holes to fill. So in the portal, we found the replacements in both Sean Wilson and Dominic Nicely. We also worked on the defense by signing Justin Green, Ian Thomas, and DJ Walker. So with a potentially smaller NIL budget to work with, can Coach Bushell get over the hump in season 2? We'll see. If y'all are enjoying the rebuild so far and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that like button down below, smash the subscribe button, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a single upload. And no, I haven't forgotten about the College Football 27 giveaway. I just need a few more participants so I can crown a winner. If y'all want a chance at a copy of the game, all you gotta do is leave a like down below, drop a comment, and be subscribed to the channel. Now without further ado, let's continue the journey. Season 2 of the Rutgers Dynasty is officially here. Let's waste no time and let's address the situation here, because you may see that we only have 5 NIL to use here in our unspent category. And you may recall from last time I adjusted my staff and facilities a little bit, but majority of it went to our roster NIL. But I do have an idea. We're going to fire our recruiting assistant because we do have extra hours due to the fact that we're a 2.5-star school now. So we're basically starting with the hours that we basically had left over from last season. We're going to take that off, so we have 155 now. But let's take a look at our schedule for next season. I did this off camera because I did the research for 2027 that these will be the opponents for Rutgers, and the conference games are going to be out of line. So first things first, in week 1, we have Akron in Shai Stadium. And then we have a rematch against Boston College, this time on our turf. Because you remember last video, we beat them in the final seconds of the 4th quarter, thanks to Mr. Ben Rothar. We have another FCS opponent now. This time it is Long Island University, the Sharks. And then our conference games, we have a rematch with Michigan State. Northwestern's coming to us. We're going to Indiana this time around. And then we're going to the Big House in Michigan, which will be a tough game. Then we have Washington for the first time in this rebuild, the Huskies. We're going to Nebraska. And then for the first time, we have the Ohio State University. So if you can see the record, they went 7-5. And they missed the playoff last year. When in the preseason polls last season, they were projected to be one of the top 4 seeds, which honestly surprises me that they missed it. But anyway, we play UCLA for the first time, who are 8-4 last year. And then we have a rematch against Maryland in our rivalry game, this time in our house. And then, of course, we have the Big Ten title game, if we make it there. But coming off of a 9-4 season last year, and we finished as the 15th ranked team in the nation going into this season. So there's a lot on the line, if you really think about it. But now that we did the blueprints that we needed to, now that we did the scheduling... Oh! Okay! Okay, that was just for staff NIL. Let me rethink my decision on the recruiting hours for a minute. Let me rethink that decision. Because I apparently have 1,260... recruiting NIL, even though I do have 155 NIL to use here. So that is a little bit odd if you ask me, but I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. Okay, you know, let's actually get the branded equipment for 50, which will increase our facility grade by plus 50, and then we'll be fine with that. We have 55 to use now, and then we have recruiting NIL still. Let's look at the recruiting board for next season and let's figure some stuff out here, because apparently that 1,260 NIL is what we have to use because we have some seniors or potential draftees leaving. So now that we are a 2-star school, well, 2.5-star school, I should say, let's find out who the #1 ranked recruit is in the state of New Jersey. Because in case you've forgotten, we have a series of challenges to complete to the end of the rebuild, one of which was to sign the #1 recruit in the state of New Jersey. We also have to win the conference title, we have to sign a top 15 recruiting class, and we have to win the national championships. So can we get the #1 guy? No. But there is the #2 guy here, who's a 5-star with 250 NIL, Lorenzo Amberson, a wide receiver out of Trenton. But unfortunately, Sony Jalapeno is the #1 recruit, and he is not there due to brand exposure. So we have to go after the #2. We're obviously going to have to tackle anything that we can get based on what we need. So give me 1 second while I fill out the board.
A few moments later.
Okay, we have 20 targets here that we can scout with 550 hours. So let's see. Okay, never mind. Lorenzo Emerson is a bust for the 2nd overall recruit in the state of New Jersey, so never mind about getting a 5-star. So that kind of saves us 250 NIL. But worth a shot to scout him at least. We picked up a bunch of 4-stars. In the process, we just got ourselves a gem at left tackle. Jamal Barmore as a pass protector. He's an easy signing right there. And we got another gem at left guard, so he'll accompany him. We got Seth Hicks, who's an agile left guard, but honestly, we could just move him around a little bit. And there we go. Max Stepnowski, a free safety 4-star gem. We will take that. Anyway, we picked up 12 4-stars in that whole process. We had to filter out everybody due to the constraints that we had. We actually got a 3-star gem at corner. Lorenzo Cleveland with 96 speed? What a bump and run corner with 75 man coverage, but 96 speed? Dog, I want him. I want him next to our 90 speed corner, Jermaine Tabor. I want that guy next to Tabor all day long. You remember that I recruited a 90 speed corner? But imagine having a corner with 96 speed. A 3-star gem at corner. We will take that all day long. We'll move him up to the top. And then we'll... Let me filter out all of our gems here. No, we can't put any hours on yet. But good news is that we have enough recruiting NIL to use here. So we're off to a pretty good start for 2027 as we'll advance a week forward. We're in week 0. Let's see our 80 expectations here. The next thing is, a good thing, we do have 5 3-star recruits by signing day. Okay, which is a good thing. Now, sign a top 75 class by National Signing Day. We got to do that again, and we have to upgrade our facilities. Okay, so we probably, again, have to fulfill 2 of the 3. Otherwise, it's not going to be it for us. But here's the thing, though. I do want to change our playbook. So let me go to my scheming playbook for a minute, and let me change this playbook. Because with the weapons that we have, we should be able to run the air raid pass attack. And one air raid pass attack playbook that I really loved was the North Texas Mean Green. I really did love that set. We're going to keep the defense the same, but... Oh wait, North Texas actually changed it to the spread now. And I did run the air raid pass attack at CFB 26 with North Texas, and it worked to an absolute T. Okay, Miami actually has a really solid air raid pass attack book. Simple passing concepts from varied looks. And matter of fact, because of our players' archetypes, we'll be able to use a lot of our players in really good ways here. Especially Sean Wilson, who we picked up from the portal this past season. So we'll get back into the weekly practice plan here. And as you see, we have Sean Wilson, we have DJ Walker, Ian Thomas, Ben Black, Leroy Jackson, Koch Sanders. We'll have everybody on full practice. And I already mentioned that our starting quarterback is still going to be the senior AJ Surace. And then Michael Thomas will fill in at the wide receiver spot. So we'll confirm the practice plan. Everybody's in full gear. And let's head back to the recruiting board again. So you figure for all of our gems, we'll send the house. And then we'll check any offers. Actually, you know what? For Cleveland, we'll save a little bit. Because he's a 3-star. And he's got a decent enough pipeline. So we'll keep friends and family on him. We want the 4-star gems, though. But as for everybody else, we will give them the 40. We'll actually give them 35. Because we'll save some hours by doing that. And we'll obviously go over the overviews of everybody and figure out who offered and who didn't. Okay, I filtered through all the 4-stars that we could offer, and it seems like that none of them dropped out of the race. So, and I'm filtering through all the 3-stars, and it looks like nobody else dropped out of the race. Okay, so it's looking like we're looking pretty decent right now. We can only really give hours to certain guys here, but I feel like, you know what, we'll keep it to a certain amount right now. And if we have to, we'll look to the transfer portal and figure things out from here. Yeah, we'll keep it to a certain amount, and then we'll look back for some more 3-stars. But I do want to keep it to a T, because in case any of these guys don't work out, we'll go and get some more 3-stars out of the portal. I want to keep to within 10 to 15 recruits each and every single season, like I said before. Okay, and it looks like no recruiting update yet. After all of that, very interesting. Nobody filtered out, nobody... Okay, it seems like they did gain interest. Okay, so Barmore got 9th. Stepnoski got 7th. And Hicks is undecided. Okay, so we got a couple offers coming in for Seth Hicks. So I think we should take our first shot and give our first offer. So, you know what? We'll drop in the house. And you know what? We can give him the expected NAL. We'll offer the scholarship. And then we will do the 40 hours on him. Then, let's see. Anybody else get off? Okay, Jeremiah Ebron, our 4-star quarterback, got offered. So, we will take a shot. Okay, he wants 210. We'll keep to the expected. Okay, Isaac Myers. He did get offered by Penn State. So we'll drop the DM and then offer him 185. Now, good thing about these offers here is that we can always edit and filter out in case they don't get interested anymore. Okay, so we have 2 more offers from 2 more 4-stars. 170 and 165 each. So we will try to take a shot with Patrick Morris at corner, and we will take a shot. You know what? We'll drop the DM on Damon Pack to offer Corey Blau. Okay, so we're looking pretty good right now. So we should be good for right now. And we're going to get into Akron, which is our first game. And we got Surace with increased composure. We got Sanderick Smith and increased in our guard Chase Lance, which is our backup with increased composure. Anyway, guys, so let's get into Akron and let's start our journey for 2027. You don't need to know what the uniforms look like because we already know from the first episode and we already know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. So let's get right into this. Our first game of 2027 against the Akron Zips. On a rainy day here at Piscataway, it's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights opening game of the 2027 season as we're going to take on the Akron Zips. We got to get a feel for this new look offense and this new playbook. Oh. Why did I throw it like that, man? Why did I throw it like that? That was 5 Hamilton. And they kicked the field goal off of it. I did not mean to throw it like that. He goes right back to the air. Wide open. Michael Thomas. Let's go. Up to the 3-yard line. That's a way to stay patient for him. We just got to watch that corner. Or we got to watch the pitch read. Oh, wait. Rothar! Let's go! We're in the lead! Absolutely huge touchdown for Ben Rothar. That'll put us up 7-3. And they give it right back off a turnover! Absolutely massive! I know I'm saying that even though we are playing like one of the worst teams in college football, but still, it is massive, especially if it's a rain game. Okay, Surace. Oh, forget it. I thought Ben Black would have had that. You know what? I think I should check out of this. I should go to the all goes. It's going to be press coverage.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. It's going to be an interception off of Ben Black. Brown literally just mossed Ben Black. And that's Surace's second pick of the game. We got to stop taking deep shots like that. Oh, and I really thought I could come back with Nicely. They sent everybody. Run after catch for Thomas. That's 1st and goal. And good thing for us is that it's the 2-minute timeout. So, honestly, if we could just... If the pitch key doesn't read, we'll just give it to Rothar. He didn't read. Rothar! That's your second TD in the game! Touchdown! Yeah, rub it off your boot, bud. Oh, my God. What the hell? What the hell, Akron? What did you do? Okay, it was only like a 40-yard touchdown, but again, we should not be giving up those kinds of long plays, bro. 37 seconds left, and even though we do have all 3 of our timeouts. Okay, they tried to pull the stunt. Chuck it downfield.
Boo! You stink!
That's Cam Buffington again. He's been such a menace in this game. He just stepped out in front of Sean Wilson and he just got an interception off of it.
Get over here!
Oh, okay, and the edge just got to him. That was Ryan Reese. They set the blitz. We gotta get it off. What? How do you not catch that, Thomas? It was literally right in your hands! I swear, the rain is actually costing us here. Bro, the line got locked up and we got a punt. Okay, they only hit the field goal. We're fine. And Dizier Carter just dropped it off a tackle. Okay, that defense got bolstered in Akron. I don't know why they're so good right now in the run game. They sent the blitz. No, please. Okay. Never mind. We'll punt it. Okay, we're fine. 3 and out. We're fine. Okay, I just need to settle in. I just need to relax. And they see the letter line do its thing. Man, I don't know why. The run game is just not working here. And whenever we try to pass the ball, especially in the rain, none of our receivers can come down with it. Wait, Carson Brune! That'll be his first catch! He came into the game off a 2 tight end set. Okay, they're actually offering us another a 2 tight end set here. We can actually use Carson Brune. Another one of our transfer pickups. Yep, he's gonna be right there. As long as he doesn't pick it. And that's friggin' Buffington again! He's got 7 solo tackles, 1 interception off of Sean Wilson. Oh, wow! Wow, Ryan Reese came into the game and okay. AJ Surace is hurt. So that means it's time for Deuce Bailey to come in at quarterback. Let's just hope that Akron doesn't kill the time off the clock here. Okay. Whoa, Rothar actually almost just tripped off of that. So now it's going to be 4th and 10. We got to... I think we should go for it because I think we have... okay, never mind. We'll check to the D flood in that formation. Deuce Bailey's a pure runner. Okay, yeah, we can run up. Deuce Bailey! Let's go! Slide! Okay, our drive is safe. First down. That's the Coastal Carolina transfer. We were able to get him for this season. Thank the Lord we have a running QB now. As Terrell Mitchell bounces off a couple. And it's going to be 2nd and inches. Okay, yeah, we can give it to Dicey Carter. That's our star sophomore. Okay, we just got to watch the corner off the bubble for Thomas. Okay, he didn't read it. Let's go. He's got a block from Ben Block. That's Michael Thomas! He's got a first down. Okay, it's looking like Surace is coming back into the game, but honestly, I don't trust him throwing it with that injured left arm. We just got to be able to let the run game do its thing. There's Dominic Knicely. Okay, set the blitz, which means Knicely's going to be open out of the flat, and that's their 2nd timeout. Okay, we have the out with Wilson or the screen with Black. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, we got the block. Michael Thomas! Let's go! Put us up 8. And let's see what they do. And they didn't do anything! Let's go! We're gonna beat Akron! Take the kneel down, Deuce Bailey. We're going 1-0. But see, this is what I'm saying. We have to let the offense do its thing. And if I'm gonna be completely honest here, I want to rely on Deuce Bailey to be our starting QB going forward. Because Deuce Bailey, he's a running quarterback. We can take off and run with him as much as we want to, if nothing is open out of the air raid. And that was honestly, a bigger win than you may realize, because it was a rain game. Nothing on our offense was going right, and we did our thing there. It was a big win for our teams to go 1-0. Okay, we only did get 1 lockout, and that was Aries Arma. And I don't think that was one of our scholarship 4-stars, was it? I gotta see. We're gonna set the practice plan for Boston College, and Leroy Jackson should be full. Surace, let's give him no practice. We're gonna let Bailey go to work. We'll put Carter on pull. We'll put Levy on no practice. Meadows, we'll put him on full. You know what? We'll give Everett Small the week off. It's a big risk, but it's one that we're gonna have to take at some point. And then we're gonna give Keon Goss some experience to work with, as we're gonna get into Boston College. But let's check our recruiting board. I'm pretty sure one of our dropouts wasn't one that we offered, was it? No, it wasn't. Okay, so luckily, we didn't take the offer chance on him. So now what we could do is we can put some hours onto Patrick Morris, and we can put some hours towards Corey Blau. Okay, Max Stepnoski got 1st place. So we have 370 NAL left. So what we should do is we should let him get to his top 5, but we're going to save some hours and just do the friends and family DM. And then keep the hours on Barmore, keep the hours on Hicks. Okay, Cleveland's in 1st. Ebron is in 3rd, so you know what? We'll give him the DM as part of that. Joel's in 3rd. Casey's in 6th. Yang is in 2nd. Myers is in 3rd, but we have the offer intact. We'll give him the 5. Okay, Mississippi State did offer him, so you know what? We should put an offer on the table for Lorenzo Clearland. So we'll put an offer on the table, and he wants nothing, but you know what? We're going to give him 5. Make him be very interested in us. We'll put an offer down on the table for him. Boston College in a rematch of what happened last season. And we're 84s across the board now. As the 12th ranked team in the nation. We're going to have 3 straight home games, and there should be no excuse. So you know what? We're going to stripe the birthplace for this one. You know what? Let's actually Scarlet out, and then we will rep Scarlet everything for this game against BC. We want to go 2-0 against them after what happened last year. After a classic last season against Boston College, this time we are on our turf against the Eagles. And you know what? Let's make this an even bigger victory for us. Let's get right into it. As long as we can get some blocks here. We got to read the pitch key there. Yep, he blitzed. Ben Rothar! First down, and plenty more! Inside the 25. Absolutely massive for our offense right now. So we just got to be able to get the blocks off. We need Thomas to get out in front of Black for this to work. And, oh, that's a good block. Come on, Ben Black. Nice cut. First and goal. Yep, we got it. Terrell Mitchell. Touchdown. And the Scarlet Knights are on the board. Gotta hope our defense can survive. And we do. We get the ball back. I watched AJ Surace's high school tapes from Notre Dame High School in New Jersey. And he was an absolute stud for the Irish in high school. It was something to watch. He got huge wins over Hopewell Valley and Wayne Valley. There's some pretty good games on for him on YouTube. Go look up Jersey Sports Zone and look up AJ Surace. His high school tapes are quite something to watch. Okay, yeah. Yep, Rothar, get out a little bit further. Way to stay patient, Surace. Ben Rothar, get up. Okay, we got the 2-yard line. We got Mitchell one. Let's give Knicely one. Because why not? Let's give Dominic Knicely a touchdown. Very nicely. And we're up 14-0. Nice wordplay there by me. But, and they got on the board with a touchdown with 3:45 left in the second quarter. Nicely's on the flat. Thomas is on the wheel. Oh, wait. Get it. Oh, he fumbled. Pick it up. Okay, thank God for Meadows. Wait, give it off. Make third down a little bit more manageable. It's 3rd and 15. Come on. Get a block. Surace! All right, 4th and 3. This is manageable. Okay. I threw it way too soon. And they're going to tie it with 1:45 left. Damn, I threw that way too soon for Thomas. I should have waited. Oh, good run there by Mitchell, though. Oh, over the top. That's Rothar! First down! Massive, massive catch right there. And it's a little bit more higher scoring than our last matchup, because remember, the final of that one was 16-15 that last game last year. And we won on the game winner by Ben Rothar. So if he can come in and be a huge player for us this coming game, we should be fine. Oh, pressure up the middle, which means Surace is going to get dropped, but it is going to be 3rd and 5, and they did call their first timeout. Okay, pressure's... Wait, wide open! Ben Black! Touchdown! I was going to say that we have to put it in here, otherwise we're going to get zero chance in hell. But thank God we did, and they're going to give it up on the first drive of the second half, which gives us all the momentum in the world. Run it up. Back was sitting pretty, but we got a block. Slide! Save your health! All right, here comes the Deuce. From Coastal Carolina, Deuce Bailey. We know he can run the ball, but can he throw the ball? Okay, not that time, but we got hit. Okay, it's pressed up in man coverage, so you know what? We're going to adjust. We're going to make him go a little bit more shallow in near press coverage. Yep. No! Oh, okay, I got so scared for a minute to think they'd send an all-out blitz like that. Like, come on, what are you doing? Okay, drop the mics back. Okay, our line just got level, which means Deuce Bailey has a wide open running lane. We got to be able to hit Sean Wilson at some point, which we do right here. That's Sean Wilson, the star from Delaware. We got first down. That's why we picked up the star from Delaware, Sean Wilson. He's out right now, but good news is we got Deuce Bailey. He can run with the football. Oh, what a cut. Save yourself, bub. We got first and goal. This would be absolutely huge if we could pick this up here. So you know what? We'll shift at it. We'll go corner strike. We'll probably hit Rothar or Wilson, depending on who's open. Okay. It's going to have to be... Wow. Did he just throw that left-handed? Or was that Julian Duggar that came in? Okay, it is Julian Duggar checking in for him. Interesting, because I didn't assign him. Okay, that's a good block. Nicely! His second of the day. Touchdown, Rutgers. And we're going to go up by 2 scores. And, okay. No score for them, but bad news is that we're backed up to our own... Oh! It's their 14! It's a turnover! Okay, I see. I wasn't paying attention to the sim there. Wait. Ben Black! Okay. Oh, no, never mind. And Thomas, he's able to hold on! Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his first of the year. And the Rutgers Scarlet Knights are up big on the Boston College Eagles, 35-14. Absolutely massive. Way to ball out as the number 12 team in the nation. Oh, that's a good pancake block by 52, and that's going to end the third going into the fourth quarter. We'll throw the out here to Thomas. Oh, he's got a block. Michael Thomas! Big gain there, up to the 46. Okay, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Why did I read it like that? Why did I read it like that? Come on, Bailey. Okay, he's not going to get him. You can have that one. We're up by 3 scores. We'll just finish out. Oh, I threw it too soon for Thomas. See, that is my, like, response to the RPOs now. I'm assuming it's going to be, like, handed off, like, so quickly that I just throw, like, too soon now. I don't know why I do that, but it's just a habit now. I don't know why CFB 27 does this now. Oh, wait. Rothar. Right over the top. Run after catch, buddy. First down. Okay, Taylor Fritz checked it. Okay, it's a 3 tight end set. We're rocking 3 tight ends alongside Sean Wilson.
Get over here!
Okay, never mind. A sack got through to the D-line. Cut it back inside, and it's going to be 3rd down and what it looks like to be 8. 3rd down at 9. Okay, 8. 3rd down and 8. Oh my Lanta nicely got thrown down. To think that you got thrown down so hard there. But we at least can kick the field goal and go up 38-21 on the Eagles, and we're going to get it back. And you know what? Let's just kneel this ball game out and take our victory to go 2-0 on the 2027 season. We're going to beat the Eagles by 17 points, and we're going to go to our FCS game with a much-needed upside. Okay, we did as much as we could on Pat Morris, but good news is 2 of our other guys have been updated. So, Barmore's in first. That's our 4-star gem at left tackle, and then Lorenzo Cleveland is in first. So, you know what? Since this is an FCS game, let's just put in the backups, giving them no practice at all or anything. Wait, I have no players eligible for next game? Okay, Myers has a torn pectoral, so he is out. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to confirm it like this then. And we're just going to have to dominate against this FCS team, because I tried to get the starters the week off, but it really didn't work, which really sucks. Okay, so we want to fight against Ohio State. So I do think we take the NIL shot here, and we'll give him the expected amount of NIL, and he has no other offers, so we are fine. And we'll schedule him a visit. Honestly, we should schedule him for the Ohio State University, because that is the college he's fighting against with this visit here, and we know what his case is, so we should just do a hard sell. And Cleveland is ready to go, so we'll schedule him. And we got locked out by Pat Morris, unfortunately. Okay, Washington did offer him, and we already did offer him as well, the NIL budget. And then Damon Pack needs some extra hours, and he has no other offers, so we're going to keep them in check. All right, so we should be fine for right now. With 11 targets, and we'll go from there, as we're going to get into our FCS game. And we went from 12 to 10 in the rankings. So we're going to keep everything normal, and we're going to get into our game against Long Island and the Sharks. Our FCS game is in full swing. We finally have a picture-perfect day for some football, as the Rutgers Scarlet Knights take on the Long Island Sharks. Last year was Howard. This year it's going to be Long Island. Come on, nicely. Get out. Let's go. Oh, wait. Fumble out of bounds. Okay, we're good. Okay, honestly, thank God it was a fumble out of bounds, because I did not want to have to turn the ball over against this team. There we go. We got a first down run there. All right. We got it on lock. We're up 3-0. But why is the defense letting up a touchdown to this FCS team? Like, really? You're letting Long Island score on us? Nah, man. I ain't letting that happen around here. Come on. Take it up. Get up. Nice block, Rothar. Get out of bounds. Wait, there's something wrong with the game clock here. Yeah, I just had to chuck it up and hope for the best, because there was, like, way less than 4 minutes 28. Okay. I am mad now. Why did you let that happen, defense? Okay, we have to let Carson Broom go to work here. That's a first down for him. Yeah, I am that mad. They just let an FCS team score on us like that. And honestly, thank God I tossed that pick because it resets the game clock. You know what? I'm confident. I gotta go for this. I don't know if I'm feeling too overconfident right now. Good. They pulled the stunt, but it doesn't matter. If Ben Rothar is gonna make the catch, we got the first down. Okay, they dropped into zone cover. Okay, that's a good cut there by Surace. 2nd and inches, and that's the 2-minute warning. All right, we're gonna hand it off to Nicely. Yep, let's go. Let's go. Give us a score for once. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, we get it back. We can take the lead. We can take the lead before half. We just need to get into the end zone here. Gotta play smart football. I know it's a lot of drags, but it's smart football. Beautiful ball to Wilson.
Huh?
Oh, that's gonna be an illegal forward pass, so that touchdown's not gonna count. Ah, God damn it.
I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not gonna get it to that guy.
Beautiful ball to Wilson. First down. We gotta get into the end zone here. It's the only way. Wait. Nobody was covering up the middle of the field. Surace can run it in. Touchdown. And like that, we're back in the lead. And we do get the ball back to start the second half, so we can get 3 consecutive scores. Yeah, we might as well just take a sack. There was nothing open there. Honestly, you might as well take a sack. I couldn't have thrown it away. I dropped back so far.
And then the rush gets home. Looking down the left side.
Ah, bounced off the hands. All right, you know what? We'll punt it, and we'll trust the defense for once. Okay, let's go. This has to be easily convertible. We gotta hope our O-line holds up here. Thank you! Oh, Nicely's out. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're in enemy territory, though. Come on, run up with Surace. Push him forward. Oh, come on. Another 3rd and inches. What's with these inches? Jeez. Wait a second. Nobody's covering Michael Thomas. You know what? I'm going to check out of this play. I'm going to go with the all goes, right? I'm going to hope that high safety doesn't get open there. I'm going to check him to a corner. I'm going to see how well that goes. If he's open. Oh, he dropped him back. That is not fair. That is no fun, you stupid Sharks. It's like he knew I was going to check out of that. That is just unreal. Come on, you got to run up. Let's go. Let's go. Slide Surace. First down. All right, 3rd down and 10. We obviously have to convert this here. I'm faltering right now on offense. I don't know why. Wait. Oh, what a grab by Wilson. Way to hold that in for Sean Wilson. And we got the first down and 10. Oh, we got launched up. That's Nicely, and he's got 2nd and 4. Okay, we were able to get Nicely. Wow! Wow! Way to get out! Nicely for the touchdown, and we got open finally. And you know what? Let's get even further because we just got a turnover near the red zone. Let's get out even further. I honestly really love this play right here. If the 4th Mike backer doesn't cover the out route. Oh, yep, he blitzed. Just hold your blocks. Nicely! Let's go! First down, and that should ice the game right there before the 2-minute warning. Oh, wait. Wide open. Thomas! Touchdown! Way to get out in front of FCS East. And we're up 31-14 after that score. Okay, they did score another one, but good news is we got the onside kick, and we can just take our knee and end this game and go 3-0 on the season so far. And going into conference play with our first game being Michigan State, this should be fun. He was able to bounce back off those terrible throws, off those terrible plays in the beginning. He's able to bounce back and get that team open. We definitely should have dropped more than 40 points on them, but hey, whatever we can get at this point. Okay, Seth Hicks did reach his top 5, and he has 5 offers, including Notre Dame, who is offering him a lot more. Okay, we have $350 to use right now, and he is a compliment with the Ohio State game, who are 3-0 right now. Okay, we got the playing time, motivation, and we should just do a hard sell while we can. Let's do... Okay, it's not going to be clocked in, it's going to be the clutch. And we should just edit the scholarship to where he becomes more interested. You know what? We'll keep it. Okay, we did get one on 190, so you know what? We'll offer that. Okay, Corey Blau went up to 4th, but we did jump up on Washington, which is good. And Yang is in 1st. Jewel is in 1st. Ebron went up to 1st over Florida and Utah, so we are in good position there. And really the guy we have to keep an eye on is Jamal Barmore with Ohio State. Okay, Indiana did just offer Eric Casey, so you know what? We should drop the DM and offer Eric Casey. He's requesting 160, so we'll give him requested need for the NIL. We'll give him 30, and we have 160 left to use towards some other guys here. So we'll set the practice plan for the bye week, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Barmore is still in 2nd, but Ohio State did not offer him yet. He is in his top 3, but good news is they did not offer him, so he can jump up before he hard commits. And then Cleveland is in 1st above Mississippi State. He did reach his top 3. Stepnoski is in his top 5, so we can get a visit with him. But and Ebron, Florida pulled out, but Utah did not, which is good news. It's very good news. And then we're going to get into the game against Michigan State really soon. And then we got everybody on at full practice for Michigan State. Yeah, Barmore's in 2nd. He may verbal commit to Ohio State. Ohio State did not offer him yet. We're the only team that out of that group that's offered him so far. So we'll put the 50. And then we'll probably up his scholarship value. We'll up it a little bit. We'll up it to 220. We'll see what he says. And then we can, wait, we don't have enough to offer Stepnoski. It's unfortunate. But, I mean, we should just wait it out anyway. We'll see if he verbal commits. And then Seth Hicks did jump up to 2nd, but we're still behind Notre Dame. With the increased NIL, we need to increase his NIL at all, matter of fact. But we can schedule some visits here. We will schedule Jeremiah Ebron for Ohio State, and I'm willing to believe we know his case. With his deal breaker being playing time and brand exposure being there, we know it's probably going to be football influencer. Yeah, if it's not championship contender, it's not primetime player, so it's got to be football influencer. And Damon Pack is still in 2nd behind Iowa, but there's still no offer on the table for him. And he's requesting 175, so we can't offer most of our guys here until the transfer portal. We used our hours. We have 125 left in NIL, and all we can do is just pray to they stay put as we get into Michigan State. And we're the 6th ranked team in the nation now after that win against FCS. That's a huge win. You know what? We should just do the all whiteout alternates here. Let's do the whiteouts. And then for Michigan State, what is their away alternates? I believe it's their all whites. Oh no, they have home alternates too, right? Yeah, let's do a unitard one. For Michigan State. Let's do a unitard battle. We have never played in Michigan State's house before. This is the first time we're doing so. So I cannot wait for this game. The presentation on the Sparty is unreal as we're going to face Michigan State for the 2nd time in 2 years. This time in their house for the first time ever in our Dynasty series. So let's get into it. 3rd down and 18. We should just hit Sean Wilson. Right there. Wilson. Run after catch. You're the star receiver. That's a 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line. Came in clutch when it mattered the most. That's why we got Sean Wilson on this team, and we're going to pay a lot of NIL money to do so as we got Knicely in for the touchdown. And Rutgers gets on the board first with a 7-0 lead, and Michigan State does absolutely nothing. All right, linebackers covered, which means we have to hit Sean Wilson. He's inbounds! Let's go! We need to make Sean Wilson an instant playmaker for us. Okay, either Rothar or over the top. And okay, I thought I was going to hit Thomas. Wow, how did they not send the blitz? Wilson! He's got it! 1st down. He set the blitz with everybody. Nothing's open! And we take a sack. But we're in field goal range. So we'll kick it. Oh wait. I shanked it so hard. Bro, I mistimed it. That was such a bad kick. And they took a 1-point lead. Oh, Landon Chambers, of course. 57 yards.
Huh?
Oh, wait. Was that an illegal forward pass? Oh, roughing the passer! Give me an extra 15! Give me an extra 15, buddy. We're in enemy territory with that penalty. That was huge. Oh, come down with that, Mitchell. Come on, if you're going to make a one-handed catch off a bad throw, you at least have to come down with the catch. Ah, we got hit as we threw. That's a good block. Come on, Surace. Oh, what a cut. Push! Push! Okay, we got the first down. Oh, damn, we got hit hard. We were going to hit Taylor Fritz, our third string tight end there, but all right, we are Rothar, and it's going to be 3rd and inches. Oh, third down and 10. Okay, you know what? Give it to Knicely. All right. They're going to call timeout, but we should just convert on 4th, because as long as one of the mics doesn't blitz up the middle, we should be fine. Okay, he didn't blitz up the middle, but he clogged up the hole. I should have threw it. Okay, they gave the ball back, but it wasn't ideal.
You gotta protect me better than this. Give me a chance to
Wait.
complete some passes.
Yeah, we got hit as we threw. We couldn't take a shot. So we're going to be down by 1 going into the second half. We just need to hope our defense comes in through here for us, and that's huge. Oh, wait! Wait a minute! Did I just see what I just saw? A defensive score. Isaiah DeLoach returned a fumble for 29 yards and a touchdown. Wow, what a huge play for our defense as we're going to get the lead to start the second half. Honestly, that was a huge play. Huge play by our defense. Wait. Oh no. Okay, please do not let that be a tip drill pick. We'll punt it. Every time we tried to go for it on 4th down as of late, it hasn't worked. So you know what? We should just punt it away. And okay, they did. They got the 2-point. Oh, so we're gonna be down by 3 to kick off the 4th quarter. Come on, Wilson. No! Bro, he stepped out in front. I looked for Wilson so hard. Okay, they kicked the field goal with the 3:39 left. I mean, we're only down by 6, but we need to get something going here. Come on, Mitchell. Let's go, Terrell. Terrell Mitchell! Come on. Come on. You gotta get out. Stiff arm. Get him through to the 13. That was by far our longest play yet this season. That was Terrell Mitchell. It's gonna be man coverage. Yeah. I knew it. It was gonna be man coverage. Oh, wow. AJ Surace, dive! Easy touchdown! Okay, we just gotta hope we get the 2-point. It won't let us go for it. Okay, we took the extra point, and they kicked the field goal. Okay, so all we need is another field goal. So all we need is a field goal to win the game. Okay, that's a beautiful ball to Rothar. We got 2nd and 2 with 1:15. Okay, we have all 3 of our timeouts, so we can use them wisely. Just don't get dragged. Okay, we got the first down. Come on, we need all the blocks we can. All right, hurry up. Hurry up. It's 2nd and 4.
Now, they don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful.
Let's go! Sean Wilson! Hurry it up. Come on. Very dangerous crossbody throw. Thank God we were able to get it deep enough to Sean Wilson. Come on, run it up. Surace. Come on. First down. All right. Okay, they call timeout. I think we kind of forced them into a position where they have to use their timeouts. So, they want all the time on the clock in the world. Oh, okay. Thank God you dropped that. I really wasn't looking for you. Okay, we'll take the smart throw. Center your kick. All right, timeout. We'll call our first. We want to make sure we make this field goal. Or if we get a touchdown, that's also fine, too. But, okay. That's Thomas. All right, we'll run it one more time. See if we can get a score. We have 2 timeouts, so we need to stab it really quick. Okay, take it up by Mitchell. That's fine. That's fine. Timeout. We'll ensure that there's 5 seconds on the clock. So if we make the chip shot, we basically win the game, unless by some miracle chance Michigan State comes back. We got it! Let's go! 1 point is the distance between us and Michigan State. And we're going to come up with a huge win against the Spartans and get our first conference win of the year, 22-21. Absolutely a must-win game, and we picked up our first conference win of the year to go 4-0 in 2027. And we got our first verbal commit with 3-star corner Lorenzo Cleveland, our gem. Okay, it's only a verbal commit by Barmore to Ohio State. It's only a verbal commit. He is not hard committed yet. So we can try and sway him away, if possible. So we'll get into Northwestern. Ian Thomas has a torn labrum, so he's going to be out for quite a while. And he's a senior, but at least he's a senior, so we're going to be getting 150 NIL back for the most part. And we're getting 45 off Mason Myers. And we're getting 240 back on DJ Walker. We're getting 240 on Ben Black. You know what? We'll give Surace the week off. We have Deuce Bailey. We can use Deuce Bailey here. And we'll give Knicely the full. We'll give Meadows the full. We'll give Small the no practice. And Daisier Carter, I see, just leveled up to an 82 overall at wide receiver. So I think we should plug him in a lot more often. Okay, even though Barmore did verbal commit, there's no offer on the table for him, and there's no visit week booked for him, which gives us a heavy advantage here. So you know what I think we should do is we should sway on Conference Legend to try and get Barmore away from Ohio State, because the grade is significantly better on Conference Legend. If we could sway him away on that, that'd be huge. And we're basically just trying our luck on some of these like 4-stars here, so that way we can see how many that we land before we eventually get some 3-stars. But our recruiting is perfectly fine. But we're gonna get into Northwestern as the number 5 ranked team, so we only jumped up by 1 rank in this game. So we're gonna have Deuce Bailey for this one. We want to make Ohio State the black game. So you know what? We're gonna make this our regular home uniforms for this game against Northwestern. So let's get into this game here. As we're gonna get into Northwestern week. We are 4-0 with a 1-0 conference record so far. So a win here would be massive before we get into the tougher opponents down the line. And here is Deuce Bailey in at starting quarterback. The Coastal Carolina transfer. He's getting some hours in on the field as we're going to give him his first run of the game for a first down. And what makes this kid so special is that he's a dual threat quarterback. Or either he's a dual threat or a pure runner. So he can take off and run whenever he needs to. That was actually a bad screen pass. Wait. There's a hole over the top for Thomas. Way to haul that in. A superb pass by Deuce Bailey to hit Michael Thomas. And we're, you know what? If he's not covered, we're going to hit him again. He wasn't covered. Michael Thomas. And he, again with the cheese on 2nd and inches. Stop cheesing me like that. Okay, Rothar got covered by that other backer, so it's going to be 3rd and inches. But I don't think that safety's going to have time to collapse down. No, I freaking hate that handoff. But hey, we got the first down, which is completely fine by me. Oh, really, bro? Really? And 9 more wins will put us at 500 for our total record on our franchise career, which is really strong. If we can have a really successful season, we will be on top of the college football world, and we'll finally have a 500 record on the franchise. And we'll give Daisier Carter some hours. We want our star wide receiver to go right to work as we got a first down with him. They sent the blitz. Okay, thank God it's not a sack. If they counted that as a rush for Deuce Bailey. They set the blitz on the back. No! Another sack! Okay, Northwestern's defense has us locked up right now, so we need to stay composed. Don't tell me. Huh? Oh, wait! Roughing the kicker! Roughing the kicker! Give us that penalty flag! We're going to take 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Come on. Cut to the right! Dominic Knicely in for the touchdown! He's coming absolutely huge for us all season long so far. And it's only been 4 games. And Dominic Knicely is making a huge impact. Okay.
Nope.
Oh my, why? Why did I throw that? I knew he was going to sit pretty and wait for the pick. I should have threw the touch pass there. Okay! We let them give it up. Come on. Take it up. Come on, Deuce. Okay, nice cut. Fumble! Pick it up! Oh, wait. Ben Black. Oh, thank you, Ben Black. You come in so clutch with that fumble recovery. I am praising you for that. You know what? I'm going to look for you on this out route because you recovered the fumble. If you're not there, you're going to have Bailey. Okay, yeah, Ben Black. Way to hold that in. Thank you. Way to save my drive. 2 huge plays right there to save my drive. The fumble recovery by Ben Black. And then he's able to hit the out route. Oh, what a cut by Knicely. Okay, 35? Is this a good enough? No, it's not good enough for a kicker. So you're saying our freshman kicker can't even kick a field goal from the 35. That is unfortunate. But at least Deuce Bailey can run upfield and pick it up on 4th and 7. He's got a first down. Wait. Wow. They sent the blitz on everybody. But that means Ben Rothar is going to have to come down with it. It's 3rd down. Come on, get out. Come on, Deuce. Dive. Oh, wait. Oh, we got it back. Thank God for our line. That's Trey Boyd. The guy we picked up in the portal. Thank you, ma'am, for that. Come on, plow through nicely. Let's go. That's your second tutty today. We're up 14-0 on the Wildcats, and we're going to get the ball back once again.
Nope.
Yeah, why did I even think about tossing that? I think I hit the wrong button there. And, well, I mean, they ended up punting. And we have 2 timeouts. Bailey with the ribs, man. So you know what? We're going to put in Julian Duggar for the second half. Oh, wait, that's a stunt. Yeah, they pulled the stunt on me. I saw that. All right, here comes Julian Duggar for his first reps of this game. Okay, we got a good run there by Knicely, and they called their first timeout. No, he got wrapped up, but they got 20 seconds. We should have punted it. Okay, they did kick a field goal, and that's all they could get. Oh, wow. Way to weave through by Terrell Mitchell. Yeah, run after catch. Michael Thomas. Oh, nice cut. Way to break his ankles. Yeah, let's just dump it down to Ben Rothar. Way to get around the tackler. Whoa. Yep. Throw it upfield. Carson Brood, our second string tight end. I know. Duggar's a dual threat. Oh, wow. Nice cut. I mean, we're able to get 1st and goal, though. We could have had a better one. Oh, nice cut inside for Knicely. He's at the 1. Come on. Mitchell. Let's go. It's been all RBs all day long, and we're going to get the ball back again. Oh, my God. And, again, it's our line. All right, we're going to have to punt it. Oh, we got a turnover. We stopped them from getting into the end zone. That is huge. Oh, what a block. Come on, Mitchell. Get out in open space. You can't get past 31. Ah, God damn, man. Up. Fumble! No shot. That's a fumble. You know what? I gotta challenge that. Oh, we didn't get the challenge. But good news is, we got the ball back, so it didn't matter. Nicely! That's gonna end the game! Oh! Never mind garbage time! Dysere Carter! What a grab! Yeah, you know what? I think AJ Surace is done at quarterback. I'm loving the combo of Deuce Bailey and Julian Duggar. I'm loving this combo right now. What a dot by Duggar to Dysere Carter, and let's just run down this clock right now. For the first time in this dynasty, we're about to go 5-0. Huge win over the Wildcats, and we're gonna walk away with a 28-3 win. Okay, we got ourselves a hard commit on Lorenzo Cleveland. He's gonna be our 3-star corner gem, and wow, we couldn't land Barmore. Unfortunate we couldn't land him as we let him walk to Ohio State. And we are in for a huge matchup. A rematch against Curt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers. Unfortunately, we had to get a 3-star at left tackle. It takes 0. But we got a good chunk of it back, so we can use it towards the transfer portal. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be way too much for us to get Seth Hicks, so we'll just drop him off the board and we'll get another guard. Okay, we can get someone like Nico Fajardo here. But unfortunately, he's a bust, so we gotta drop him. And the cheapest guard that we can get that's a decent enough pipeline is Robert Robinson out of Maryland. So we can at least make our visit with him a lot cheaper. That is if he's not. Oh, we got a gem out of him! Robert Robinson. Let's get it. And you know what? He only takes 40 of our NIL budget. So you know what? We're gonna offer him. Yeah, we're gonna offer him around 50 to start with. And nobody else offered him. Perfect. So we only got one commit so far in Lorenzo Cleveland, but he's a 3-star gem. You know what? Because we got a good chunk back in NIL budget, we should just offer him a scholarship. We'll keep him in the neutral state, and then we'll schedule him a visit. We'll book him for the Washington game. We'll get him on ASAP. So we got more NIL to work with in recruiting, but let's see the practice plan going for Indiana. Yeah, we had Knicely unlimited. I'm pretty sure Surace is going to start, I believe. Yeah, he's going to start. And then Bailey as a 77, yeah. We're going to have Surace start this game against Indiana. So, yeah, that's good enough for me. We will have AJ Surace start against the 4-1, 8th ranked Indiana, who I believe we should rep the black helmet, black pants combo against. We should rep this combo against Indiana and Kurt Signetti. So let's get into it. Our game of the week against Indiana. And we are back against Indiana. Now, we need to get our get back after last season. We fumbled the game away on the final drive the last time we played these guys. So, there's Signetti right there. We gotta embarrass him as a get back. So, let's get into it. I don't think our kicker has the leg for a 52-yard field goal, but I gotta see. No, he missed it. Just wide to the left. Damn, that sucks. But good news is that they punted it back. Okay, we're in business now. Oh, wow. Pancake block on the right side. That means we can just take off and run. Oh, fumble! Whoo! Okay. Everett Small, you're coming in big for me right now. Okay, set. Oh. Get over here! Are you kidding me? Damn, we got wrapped up bad there. Yeah, we're gonna have to punt on 4th and 18 because we don't have the leg for a field goal. Please tell me. 5-yard line! Huge! Huge punt. And we're gonna get it back because of it. Wide open. Is Ben Black. Break off a tackle, will ya? Hey, oh! We got wrapped up. Oh, yeah. We might as well just kick the field goal. We might as well take the first points of the game. There we go. Take our 3 points and move on. Huge! Huge defense! This is what we invested our defense to do in the portal. To come up big in situations like that. Well, except for that. Oh, way to pick up that block for me, Rothar. Okay. Yep. Way to stay patient. That's Ben Black! Get out of bounds! Big way to stay patient right there by AJ Surace. Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Oh, my. I should not have thrown that. I should not have thrown that. And they're going to take advantage of it. No, they're not. We're going to get the ball back to start the second half. There we go. Sean Wilson. You got to get a block for me. That's a first down. Okay, never mind. Wait. Oh, what a grab! Austin Clay! First and goal. I was quite shocked that Austin Clay was able to cut back on the defender and come down with that. That was a great catch there by Clay, as we're going to give it to Mitchell, who will take it up to the 5. Yep. Come on, cut up. And he's at the 1! Surprisingly, they're not going goal line D on 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. But according to Signetti, you don't need to. All right, we need the blocks to hold up here. 4th and goal. We need the blocks to hold up. We got the... No! Come on! At the half-yard line, we got stopped. Oh! Okay. I think we forced a turnover. Because we're at the 32, and it said fumble on the sim. Okay, so we're in business. We're making them struggle right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, get rid of it. We do not want that to be a tip drill pick. Push up, Ben Black. All right, we got... Yeah, we're going to have 4th down. You know what? We should have the run open here. Yep, the full slide work. Oh, get off your tackle. Let's go, Terrell. And with 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, things are looking pretty bright for us right now. Come on, Mitchell. Flow through and reach over for the touchdown. And we're up 10-0. Easy dozer. And I think we forced another turnover. That is absolutely massive, courtesy of our defense. I think Cignetti's really trying to push us right now. That's exactly why. Oh, wait. Surace! Alright, we're at 2nd down and 7. Wait. Oh, isn't that not pass interference? What is going on? Alright, you know, yeah, we'll punt it. And you know what happens when it gets out through the end zone? They take advantage and they score a touchdown. Oh, wow. He literally just... You stink! The DN just jumped over the offensive lineman and just ran through him. I mean, they tied it up with a field goal, but, like, I don't know if you saw that, but the edge guy just jumped over the offensive lineman, and he brought so much heat. Okay, we hit Rothar on the all-go. 1st down. We definitely should be fine here. We have 2:54 left in the 4th. Even though it is tied at 10, we just need to settle in. Oh, wow.
Not in my house.
And we couldn't get the ball off. We have to punt now on 4th and 16. Oh, no. They scored a touchdown with 37 seconds to go. Oh, and Carter dropped it. Oh, really? No, I am not running a screen pass. I have to go the all goes here. This is serious right now. And they're dropping everybody.
Nope.
It's gonna be an offensive penalty, isn't it? It's gonna be an offensive penalty, isn't it? They're gonna decline it. And we're gonna lose to Indiana. I hate playing this team. Through and through. And that's gonna be our first loss of the season. We had a 10-0 lead, and we just blew it. Thanks to a goal line stand in the 3rd quarter. So that's gonna be our first loss of the season against Indiana, which I hope we meet them again in the playoff, because I really want to get a get-back win. Okay, Ebron is in 1st place. It is in his top 3. And we're going to get into an even tougher test in the big house against Michigan. But we beat Michigan before in our house last season with no other offers. Ebron is in 1st place. We could get the verbal on him by next week. Casey is in his top 5 still. So, you know what? We should get the sell and the visit scheduled. So, we're going to book him for Ohio State. Yeah, we should book Isaac Myers for the Maryland game. Yeah, let's put some hours on West Jewell so that way we can at least get some attention on him. But we need a strong practice plan for the game against Michigan because we are in the big house and it's going to be tough. So this is the uniform matchup we have set. And we dropped to the 7th ranked team, which isn't a very bad drop at all. We're still in the top 12 because we lost to Indiana. So we need to pick this win up, otherwise we're not going to be in good shape for the conference. So let's get into it. And the worst part about this game is that it's in the big house in Ann Arbor, which makes things even tougher considering that this is the biggest attendance rate in all of college football. So this is going to be challenging, but we need to beat them twice in a row if we want any chance at making the playoff. Yeah. Just get rid of it to Michael Thomas. All right, we got 4th and 2. And yet again, they're suggesting us to go for it. But you know what? We're in the red zone. I'm not going to do it. We're going to take the field goal from 31. There you go. There's your 3 points for you. We're going to be up 3-0. And let's see what Michigan does here. And good thing we got the stop. Absolutely big. We did. Okay, we can't do anything stupid here. We have to score basically on every drive. I might have Sean Wilson here on the crosser. If not, take off and run with Surace. Yep. No! Pressure from the opposite side. All right, well, we're going to punt. Come on. Please get out at the right spot. Come on. 10-yard line. Big. Perfect. Let's go. Oh. Sean Wilson. Get out of bounds. Let's go. That was a great throw on the PA jailbreak screen there. It was big. Yeah, and then we got bunched up by a bunch of defenders. And again, it's always our offensive linemen that keep on getting hurt. Like, I don't get it. We got to hit Brune. Right there. Carson Brune. Let's go. All reliable number 2. Behind Lincoln Cure, of course. But we'll take Carson Brune any day. Let's go. Nicely. No, at the 1. All right, we got to get punching in here. Let's go. We punched it in with Nicely. And we're going to be up 10-0. We just got to hope this defense doesn't cave in at this point. And they caved in with a minute 10 left. And they changed the D front here. Come on. Get it blocked. Let's go, Surace. 4th and 1. Okay, it's 4th and 1. We need to get it here. Because we don't get the ball back to start the second half. So we need to get this here. It's going to be Brune. Hold on to it. Thank you. Call our second timeout. 3rd and 11. They're definitely reading pass formation right now. Because look at how many guys are dropping back. And that is this guy, Charlie Christopher, yet again. He's been just like Tony Rojas with Penn State. This guy's become a reliable threat. All right, we're gonna have to punt it. Okay, at least we made them give it away. 4:05 to go in the 3rd. Come on, Thomas. Beef number 5 out. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Oh, what a grab by Rothar. I threw the touch pass for a reason because I knew the backers was just going to sit there and wait for the bullet. Come on, Surace. Run up. AJ Surace. Touchdown. Come on now. 17-7. Up on Michigan. Okay. They scored a touchdown too. I only changed the routes there because I did not want any of them to be hitches at all. Oh, God. Fumble. No, Heath, get there. No! How was that a fumble? I definitely think that was a forward pass, though. It was not a forward pass? I don't get it. And they scored a touchdown with 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. That is just great. Wait for Michigan to spoil our party, but we can't let Sean Wilson take away from all of our fun. We're going to get him near midfield. We got 1st and 10 going into the 4th quarter. Down by 4 now, thanks to that fumble. And we're going to hit Ben Black. Right over the top. That's going to be a 1st down. I know that I'm hitting the same kind of combination of like drags and slants and whatnot, but it's what's working against this team right now. It's what's been working. Just get it off. There we go. Cut inside for Thomas. That's his 6th catch. He's becoming a huge playmaker for us today. Yeah. Come on. Go. No! We had to take a sack. Nothing was open.
Oh, no.
Really? Really? A tip drill interception. And they took it the distance for a touchdown because of it. Unfreaking believable. We're on pace to lose to Michigan.
Huh?
Yeah. Wait, is that... Wait, don't tell me that's gonna be an offensive penalty, isn't it? Okay, thank God! That's defensive PI! We're fine. We're gonna accept that. There you go. Ben Rothar. Come on, get out of bounds. We gotta save time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That pressure's coming, which means Michael Tom... actually, that's Ben Black. All right, you know what? Hurry it up. We need to get in before the 2-minute.
Huh?
Wait, is that... Oh! Roughing the passer! That's fine by me! That's fine by me! But the 2-minute timeout had already passed. There we go. Michael Thomas. But we just gotta hope we get another possession. Oh! We got another possession, but we don't have any timeouts. And we're backed up at the 15.
And somehow, some way, make a big play.
Oh, wow. All right. We got the first down, but we need a touchdown to keep things alive. We tried to go for 2, and we didn't get it, so we need a touchdown.
Not our friend right now. The first down stops at that.
Not in my house.
And we took a sack, and we're back to the original line.
It's a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback.
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to lose to Michigan. Swear to God, these Big Ten defenses are like crazy real right now. Yeah, okay, we're out of bounds. Wait, what? No. And we don't even have our challenge. No. How is he not in bounds? Yeah, there it is. That's a bad loss. We're going to lose to Michigan. And it's looking like we're going to have to settle perhaps for another bowl win unless we raise our rank even further. Because we have I don't know what our pending schedule is going to look like. I know we have Washington, we have UCLA, we have Ohio State. But we had to play 2 really tough games on the road, which really sucks. But good news is that we got Jeremiah Ebron at 4-star QB to verbally commit. And then we have the visit this week, and then we have Damon Pack. Okay, so we have 5-2 Washington, but they're in our house. And I am surprised we only dropped 1 rank because of the loss to Michigan. I am actually quite surprised that we only dropped 1 rank. But with a win against Washington, I think that will put us back up a little bit. So Connor Nix is 6th right now. Okay, we'll wait until he gets up to the top. First place. Okay, so Robinson did get up to 1st. And he's going towards the top. Nobody's offering him, and nobody's offering him. Okay, so we could get both of them. Okay, Penn State just offered Isaac Meyer, so we need to keep up, plus with the visit influence. And Damon Pack is in his top 5, and we're in 1st place. You know what? Well, okay, this could be aspirational. Yeah, it's got to be aspirational goals then. Okay, we just got to hope for more commits down the line, as we're about to get into the game against 5-2 Washington, but this time it's in our house, so we're lucky to have them back in our roof. You know what? We're gonna keep this on default and then let Washington. You know what? We should have them where they're away alternates as well. Yeah, something like that. That will work. All right, we need a bounce back. We went through a gauntlet with Indiana and Michigan, so we need a bounce back. We need to beat Washington, and we need to get our get back. As we're back home in front of our crowd, as we're wanting a win here, and the Washington Huskies look like the perfect team to get it against. Even Damon Williams Jr. We're gonna be fine here. Wait, fumble? No, Rothar, pick it up. 2nd down and 26. Yeah, we're getting beat up. We gotta put Deuce Bailey in at QB. We're getting beat up.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was a bad throw into double coverage. Good tackle there, Sean. Wow! Wow, what a stand! What a goal line stand against this Washington team. We're the 8th ranked team in the nation, which I don't understand how, but after those 2 losses, but I guess anything's possible, but like we lost 2 straight road games against ranked teams. So like it's as difficult as you thought it was. It was going to be a gauntlet anyway. So we're going to have Deuce Bailey run with the football. Oh, what a cut! What a cut by Bailey. That's a 1st down. Wait. RB. Run after catch. Hold on to it. Thank you, Thomas. 1st down. He's the future of this program as soon as Surace leaves. We got to get used to him throwing the ball and obviously running it with us. We love our dual threat quarterbacks around here. You know what? We're going to let it tick down. It's going to be 0-0 at the end of the 1st quarter. And it looks like right now we are 10th ranked in the conference right now. So we have to win out if we want the best chance. Especially with Oregon being there. Oh, wait. That's run after catch. For Sean Wilson. 1st and goal. We have to think realistically. We need to win out if we want the best chance at the playoff. Especially if we want to go for a conference title. And that's what Terrell Mitchell's going to help us do as he gets the touchdown. Oh, my God. Damon Williams drove down the field and scored with 3:14 left. We'll just check it down. Michael Thomas on the hitch. That's going to be a 1st. Damn, that tackle from behind. It always gets me. Oh, my God. Where did 68 come from? That's his 3rd sack of the game. Well, that's it. 68's 1st. but Washington's third, and it's not looking great. Whew, okay, we're good. We're good. We're in enemy territory to start this drive. We have 1:31 left. Okay. That was honestly a good trail of blocks, and way to make a run for it by Deuce Bailey.
Not in my house.
Yeah, we couldn't get around them.
Huh?
Wait, is that roughing the passer? Tell me. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Roughing the passer. I will accept that penalty, get a fresh set of downs. Oh my god, what is with our line? We can't hold up! Great, now Bailey's getting cold because, like, our line cannot hold up for jack shit. Come on, Bailey, run through him! Good pull! Dominic, nicely! Touchdown! Alright, second half, and they give it to us. Oh, what the? It bounced off our lineman's helmet, and it caused an interception. And they scored a touchdown off of it. This team is just falling apart before my very eyes right now. Even at home, we're making mistakes, and everybody's getting hurt. So now we gotta put Terrell Mitchell in the game. Oh, nope. Why did I throw it to him? I meant to throw it to the crossing tight end, Rothar! And they're gonna take the lead. I meant to throw it to Rothar. Why did I throw it to him? Okay, we gotta hit Sean Wilson, and we'll take it down to the 4th, because I'm getting so frustrated right now. There you go. Strong pancake block. Let's go, Terrell. First down. And Damon Williams Jr. literally torched us up in the pass game. All right, 2nd and 8. Hurry up. We have to hurry up. That's literally the only way we can go about the offense right now. Okay, that's a good route there by Sean Wilson. Come on, keep it going. Come on, Rothar! Sweet. All right, 2nd down and 2. Oh, what a cut by Bailey. All right, 1st and goal. Rothar! Let's go! Tie game! Come on, defense. Please hold up. No, come on! What is our defense doing right now? Okay, I mean, good news is we have all 3 of our timeouts. But the bad news is that we are losing by 7 because of Damon Williams Jr. Yeah, because of the injuries to this defense, it is not working out so well for us. But, okay, thank the Lord for Terrell Mitchell. And a 3rd and inch. I hate this inches stuff. Thank you. Good block by 63. Okay, break off a couple tackles, will ya? We're over the midfield line. We want to keep a hold of our timeouts, though. And Terrell Mitchell... Oh, flag! Face mask? Face mask! Let's go! We got a face mask penalty. That's huge. Come on, Thomas, get up. All right, 2nd and inches. Again, it's this inches nonsense. Come on, Bailey. Okay, 3rd. Oh, we got to call a timeout. Wow, what a dig by Thomas. All right, we got 1st down. Come on, run up, Bailey. All right, timeout. 22 seconds is the difference here. We are not kicking a field goal, knowing that. We are not kicking a field goal. We are down by 7. We are not kicking a field goal. Come on, Mitchell. Wait, you got it! We got it! We got it! Come on! Okay. We need to let overtime happen. We gotta let overtime happen. Okay! We got overtime. And I think we have the 2nd possession. We have the 2nd possession in overtime. Oh, wow. What a grab by Thomas. And he's got 2nd and inches. Bailey's not looking great. So we are going to have to put in AJ Surace, who's gotten much more rest than he needed to get. So we're going to put in AJ Surace to close out this game. And here comes the true starter, AJ Surace. Okay, get a block from Mitchell. Surace! Let's go! We just need the extra point to tie, and we get the 1st possession of double.
Get over
No, get it off! I am not confident in taking a field goal because Damon Williams Jr. is literally just dotting us up right now in the in the pass get. Wow! Big run there by Terrell Mitchell. That was huge. That was a huge run there on 2nd and 16. Okay, Surace, take it yourself. Don't fumble! He got the touchdown! Let's go! Okay, we have to let the defense get a stop on Damon Williams. Come on. Did we get the stop? Let's go! We actually were on the 2-point tries. Thank the Lord. We're going to get the win over Washington in overtime by a score of 43-41 on the 2-point tries. Absolutely massive W against the Huskies. Not the win we wanted, but it is a win, and it was much needed after 2 tough losses to Indiana and Michigan. And because of that win, we got the verbal commit on Max Stepnoski, and we got 2 more first place interested guys, including 4-star Corey Blau. Yeah, we just got to land the hard commits as we entered at Nebraska. Very interesting here. We got to play at Nebraska this time around. So we got the, okay, we got to rearrange our recruiting board for a second. So we got the verbal commit on Ebron, we got the verbal commit on Stepnoski, and everybody else is in top 5. Okay, so Nix is in first place right now. Pretty much everybody is in first place. So as long as we can land everybody, we'll be able to do what we can here. And you know what, since Connor Nix got to first place and nobody else offered him, he's looking for 25 and we got 315. So you know what we should offer? We'll offer Connor Nix as a 3-star right tackle. And then Damon Pack is still in first place in his top 5. And you're probably looking for him to verbal commit, more than likely. We did get to sell in on him. So we'll keep a hold of everything else for right now, as we're going to get into Nebraska. And I'm surprised we dropped down to the 10th ranked team because of that win, even though we are 6-2 and we are 3-2 in conference play right now. And, okay, AJ Surace is starting with increased composure, which is a good thing. And Ian Thomas, good news, is back on the defensive side of the ball. So we should get a big source of momentum as we're going to get into Nebraska, who had significantly gotten better in the Big Ten. We'll make this the black shirts alternate game for Nebraska. I really want to have them wear their black ones for a change. So let us get into this game against Nebraska. We upset them last year, so let's get into it this year. All right, guys. We've upset them before last season, and it looks like they do, in fact, have Austin Simmons at QB, so we cannot let him dot us up. So we got to play serious. Great pancake block by Surace. Great block. Great block for Surace. All right, we got to hit Rothar here. We got to have our tight end go to work, and it's 3rd and inches. There we go. There we go off the fake jet. 1st and goal. Okay, thank God that's not a pick. Oh, nicely! No! There we go. We pounded it with nicely. And we get on the board 7-0. And you gotta remember, too, we get the ball back to start the 2nd half. So we can't let this defense get to us in any way. We gotta stay composed. Well, okay, way to cut back for that, Thomas. That was huge. Okay, why did I throw that far? Yeah, why did I throw it that far down? I should not have done that, but good news is we got the ball back. And from what it's looking like, we're going to have to take on SMU before we play Michigan in the Rose Bowl in the college football playoff. That is if everything holds up the way it does. All right, get it blocked from Rothar. Get it blocked from Sean Wilson. AJ Surace has a 1st down. Yeah. Fumble! That's good. Oh. That's going to be a thick 6. We let a thick 6 happen on us. You've got to be kidding me. We let a thick 6 happen on that drive. 9 first downs for us compared to their none, and they're tied this game. That is unreal. That is inexcusable as Dominic nicely gets us up to the 44. Nice pancake block. Follow your blocks, buddy. Oh, what a cut. Oh, Dominic Nicely. You are all the way out for a touchdown. Way to stay patient. That's a way to bounce back. Wait, way to cut back inside, Rothar. Get out of bounds. Right, this is going to be 3rd and 12 for them.
Nice job, nice success.
We're going to have 4th down and 7 from what it looks like. Okay, Ben Rothar, way to come back into the game. That was a huge first down play. Oh, why did I do that? I was thinking Rothar was that fast enough to make the catch, then turn on field, but turns out he wasn't. No, no. Okay, we're gonna have to punt it. Oh, it was one of the worst punts I ever did. I'm pretty sure my controller's low on battery. That's probably why that I didn't feel any like rumble or anything. But 13 first downs for us compared to their none. And surprisingly, we're getting another possession here in the second quarter. All right. All right, we caught it, and it's out of bounds. So now it's time for Deuce Bailey, where Surace is dealing with ribs, and we got to let him go to work. All right, timeout. We got 10 seconds. Well, I'm going to field timeout. We'll go up by 10 and then get the ball back. There you go. Then we'll drive down the field again. Come on, run up, Deuce. Let's go, Deuce. Let's go. There you go. See? These big gains happen a lot more often if you just keep your finger off that damn trigger and you just let your running back and your O-line do its job. See what I'm talking about? You're picking up a first down almost virtually every single play if you do that. Come on, nicely. Yes, we got it. 24-7 in favor of the good guys. And it's going to be 24-10 after they just kicked a field goal. So now they are driving.
Not in my house.
What the hell happened to you, 71? Okay, sent it all out blitz. We have to drop the pass down low. Good thing for Thomas. Great peel back block by Brune, though, as Bailey picks up a strong first down run. This has been so tense since the whole gauntlet between Indiana, Michigan. Those are only 2 losses right now. Indiana and Michigan, all of which being ranked teams. Yet we're still in the top 10, so we need this top 25 victory against Nebraska. Take it up. Get by 96. Oh, yeah, that's a great block. Deuce Bailey! Touchdown! Absolutely massive for us. Come on, defense, hold. Oh, wait, there's only a minute left in the 4th. We basically just won as long as we keep a hold of the football and as long as we pick up a first down. Okay, that's our 3rd string tight end. Taylor Fritz is going to pick up the first down. It's over. Oh, wait. They used all their timeouts. We can just kneel this out on 3rd down. Which, I do not know why we chose to do that because it's not, they didn't signal it ball game over yet. Come on, get it. Okay, we got just inside the left upright. We're going to be up by 17. And now it should be ball game over. Yep. Ball game. We're going to beat Nebraska 34-17 in a much-needed win. Player of the game definitely goes to Dominic Nicely. 3 touchdowns off 165 yards. And we got the hard commit on our 4-star quarterback, Jeremiah Ebron. Let's get it. And we got a 4-star free safety in Max Stepnoski. So we got 2 4-star hard commits, and then Eric Casey did drop to 2nd behind Florida. Interesting. But he is visiting this week, so we do have the influence on that. And then Isaac Myers is in 1st place in front of Clemson, and he's in his top 3. And here it is. The matchup we've all been waiting for. The Ohio State University, who are finally back in the top 25. We want to give Deuce Bailey this entire game, as long as we give him the weapons around him. So yes, sir, we're going to give Deuce Bailey the start for this game against Ohio State. The only losses that we had in at-home ranked games were against USC and Indiana last season. The rest of them were away losses. And we jumped back up to the 7th seed, and it's looking like we're going to play the Kentucky Wildcats in the first round of the college football playoff. And it's looking like we're going to host that game. Let's get to the recruiting blueprint. So we got Stepnoski, and we got Ebron at quarterback to commit. Let's take a look at his traits here. As a dual threat quarterback, he's got 85 speed, he has silver dot, and he's got 80 throw on the run, 88 throw power. So he's going to be a relatively high overall to start with. Okay, Casey did drop to 2nd behind Florida, but he is visiting this week, though. So as long as we get the win, we should be fine. And for a 4-star right guard, I think we should up his NIL a little bit. So we'll up it by this much to where he should be neutral about it. And then Yang did drop to 2nd. Notre Dame just offered him. Okay, so now I think we should take the shot. Yeah, we'll keep it to the neutral NIL. And we have 100 hours, so we should send the house on him. And then Davion Pack, we don't have the expected NIL to offer him. But good news is he doesn't need to, because we are fine. We're running relatively low on our NIL right now, so we just got to keep our recruiting the way it is right now, as we're going to get into the Ohio State. They have the #1 top dog in Jeremiah Smith, so you know what? We got to make this the blackout. This is the biggest game of the year so far against the Ohio State, one of the best teams in college football. So let's rep the blackouts for this game as we black out the rafters for the biggest game of the season against the Ohio State University. They had an off year last season, but it's looking like they're a little bit better than last year. But we want to spoil the party for the Buckeyes, as they are going to kick a field goal to start. There you go. That's a setup run for Deuce Bailey. Oh, what a cut! Get to the corner! Okay, we got 1st and goal. We'll take that. And they're probably going to expect us to run again, so they're in that formation. But we just got to have our blocks hold up. We got the blocks to hold! Dominic Nicely! Touchdown, Rutgers! But they are just killing us right now in time of possession. But we are in the 2nd quarter right now, so good news is we do get the ball back to start the 2nd half. So we can't care about what happens in the 1st half. What happens in the 2nd half is what matters most, even though what happens in the 2nd half can be transpired about what happens in the 1st half. So we have to play all 4 quarters like it's 0-0. We have to have that 0-0 mentality, as we got to hit Sean Wilson for a 1st down. That's a great ball. Get it blocked. Oh, that's Carson Brune, our backup tight end. Get out of bounds. Oh, what a catch! Ben Black around the corner for a 14-7 lead. Actually, wait. No! We actually got an interception against this Ohio State offense. Guys, I'm telling you, they are weak without Jeremiah Smith. They are weak without Julian Sain leading the charge, as Dominic Nicely gets his 2nd of the game on the very next play. So it's going to be 21-6. And they're just giving it up. We're running it up on Ohio State. We are actually doing so well. You know what? I gotta do like a... If we get up to 35, I gotta do like a check for a second. Because I don't think you guys believe me that I'm playing on All-American difficulty, like I said in my first video. Which, by the way, if you want to go watch the first episode before you come back to this one, I'll drop it down below in the description. So you guys can go check out the full playlist, as well as the full first episode of this rebuild, as to how this team got put together. We got to a position to where we went from traveling to a playoff game to hosting a playoff game in about a couple of games. So we are looking fine right now. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, they got us on a pick. Run it up again! Bailey! Touchdown! Way to get it, Deuce Bailey, and we are ramming it up on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And yep, we get the ball back to start the 2nd half, up 28-6 on the Buckeyes. You know, when we get a score, well, next time we get a score, I'll do like a ratings check for you. So that way you guys can see that I'm actually playing on All-American difficulty. Because a lot of times I feel like you guys don't believe me. A lot of the times. Like, whenever I play these games and whenever I'm dominating. Especially against a team that I shouldn't be dominating against. Like, I have a gut feeling you guys never... Okay, that was a bad play. I'll give it to him. Okay, and you know what? You can have that one. You can have that one. But thank God they missed a 2-point. Okay, that's a great ball. Sean Wilson! Get out of bounds! Okay, you know what? Let me do the ratings check like right now. So that way you guys can see exactly what game I'm playing on. There it is. It's on All-American. You see, right there. You should be able to believe me now that I'm following the rule set that I set in my first episode of this rebuild series. There you go. Michael Thomas. Get out in open space, buddy! Michael Thomas! Touchdown! And we're going to be up 35-12! And our defense comes through again! This is set to be one of my biggest wins of this rebuild thus far against The Ohio State University. I predicted that this would happen because they would lose Jeremiah Smith, they would lose Julian Sand, both to the NFL draft. They would lose some of their big key talent on both offense and defense in the transfer portal, and they probably did not reload right under Ryan Day. Like, they did not reload correctly. No shot! A turnover! Another turnover against Ohio State. You'd never think in a million years that Rutgers would be beating The Ohio State University. You'd never think that in a million years you'd have Rutgers beat Ohio State as Deuce Bailey picks up another touchdown. And we're going to go up 42-20? No, 19. Okay, they took the extra point. We're going to go for this. We'll go for it on 4th down. We're going to hope to find Sean Wilson. We want to get him his first touchdown. That's what I hope. We want to get him his first tutty. Sean Wilson! We got it! His first touchdown as a Rutgers Scarlet Knight. And it's in garbage time. But guess what? We just beat The Ohio State in the biggest win of our rebuild so far. 49-19 over the Buckeyes. And big credit where it's due to Deuce Bailey, as he is our player of the game. So with that win, that'll definitely put us near the top of the playoff ranks now. And there we go. We got the verbal commit on Eric Casey because of that visit with Ohio State. And we got Robinson and Nix, 2 of our offensive linemen. There are 3 stars. Absolutely massive. And now we're going to get into UCLA. The Bruins. Should be interesting. Wow. Maryland shocks the world and upsets Oregon. I don't know if you just saw that, but I went down to my weekly practice plan and I saw that. That was amazing to see. So we should be fine against the Bruins. And we jumped up to the 6th ranked team in the nation after we were 7th. So let's check our recruiting board for a second. Robinson in the top 3. Casey on a verbal. We have Myers in the top 3. We got Pack in 5. Blau in 5. Nix in 5. And then Dean Yang is actually in the race with Notre Dame right now. But he's still open interested, though. So we want to keep that in mind. If anything, we could save the rest of our NIL scholarships for the transfer portal period. We'll save the rest of our NIL for the transfer portal. So I think we're fine for right now in terms of recruiting. So now we can get into UCLA. I think this should be... No, definitely not throwback tonight. Those ones look so ugly. I'm sorry, Bruins fans. Those uniforms, they look so ugly, those throwback ones. But these are clean. So we'll use these. So let's get into UCLA from the Rose Bowl, of all places. So let's get into it. It will be a prime time setting here in the Rose Bowl against UCLA. Now, we've been here for the Rose Bowl game before, but we've never been here to face the Bruins. Okay, because of the win against Ohio State, we shifted gears to facing BYU and hosting them and going to Miami in the Rose Bowl instead of going to Michigan. Come on, turn up field, Mitchell. You have wide open space. I think that's a good block. Come on. Hold up. Come on, Nicely. Turn up field now. Okay, we're at 1st and goal. Yep. Get away from that Mike backer. I knew he was going to fill that A gap. That's going to be a touchdown for Dominic Nicely. And they gave it right back, so we can extend it. Come on, power your way through. That's another first down. You know what? We should just hurry it up. Yep. Let the poles open up and just keep on running. That's what I say. Oh, I literally just saw that pancake block. Okay, you know what? Let's just use our second timeout. Find a hole for Sean Wilson. He's got another first down for us. Wait. Wide open. Hold on to it. Thank you, Thomas. We got the touchdown. Okay, we did choose to get the extra point, but thank God we get the ball back to start the second half. All right. Mitchell's got open space. Out of the flat for a first down. For one thing, I should be loving this playbook, but at the same time, if our O-line, like, sucks massive ass, like, we can't produce anything. Yeah. No, get rid of it! I pressed the throwaway! No! Oh, come! I had Thomas open! Oh, man, I don't know why I keep drifting to the pressure. I might as well just punt. Oh, okay. At least our defense is doing something. I think we picked up our first sack of the game, too. Run upfield, Deuce. Get a block. Come on, Deuce Bailey. You've been a key backup for us, man. Oh, gee. Get it off. You can't forget about our backs in the flat. Oh, really? That's not a first down? Okay. Way to cheese me, EA. I mean, he gave it anyway. I freaking hate this RPO system with how quickly the handoffs are. Okay, Dominic Nicely is actually tied for second place in rushing touchdowns. You know what? We should just give it to Nicely in, like, goal line situations. Okay, never mind. Our line is just that ass. Like, why do you think we are investing so much into our offensive line? Yeah, see? Our running game ain't doing nothing now because of this line. Oh, way to get a block for Mitchell. Come on. Okay, 4th and 5. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to take the chip shot. Yeah, I don't know why every time that, I guess it's just part of the stadium pulse on field goals that it just makes it so that way we have to take like a frozen chip shot or something. I don't know why. I really do not know why in this game. Come on. Nothing is working for us right now. Like, I get that we're up 17-3. I get that. But, like, we want it to work for the entire game, not just one moment. Oh, and great. They're going to let their defense go to work. So that way they can try and prevent us from extending our lead. We just need to pick up a couple first downs. That's really all we need. Oh, really, Deuce? Really? 2nd and 10. They're showing 4 down, but I got to read the mic here. I got to read any blitzes. Okay, yeah, Deuce is wide open. Come on. Okay, 3rd and 1. That's a timeout for them. We're on the left hash, so we got to go right with this one. We got to watch that second DB. Or that third DB to the right side. Okay, he covered the bubble, but good news is that Mitchell got the first down, so we're basically just running them out of their timeouts. Oh, way to get off. Come on, Mitchell. Get to the outside. Okay, we shouldn't have got out of bounds. Okay, that's their final timeout. That's the one thing I wanted, but we're going to probably get one more play off before that 2-minute, and that's going to be our biggest play. Oh, gee. Yeah, oh my God. There was 0 blocks at all in that pass there. There was 0 blocks. You know what? Well, one more play, at least before the 2-minute, right here. Yep, sitting pretty with the mic. Yep. Get rid of the football, man! What are you doing? I literally hit the right stick, but it was too little too late. Yeah, drop his ass! Take his ass out! Alright, come on, defense. We gotta respond. We got an interception! We're gonna close out the victory against UCLA. Thank the Lord for our defense finally making a stand and making a big play like that. Okay, so sadly it wasn't that good of a game scoring-wise, but at least our defense put it together in the Rose Bowl and come away with a win. against the Bruins. We got to find out where we stand in terms of the conference rankings. We got to find out exactly if we're going to be in the college football playoff. And not to mention, we have to be in the conference championship as well, as we just got the verbal commit on Robert Robinson. And we're still second on Yang, and of course it's Notre Dame. Okay, so it's looking like we're in a recruiting battle with Oregon, who doesn't even have an offer on the table for him. Interesting. We did lose one before, so we need to just win that one. And then Corey Blau is visiting this week. So we have to play and beat Maryland and win if you want any shot. So let's set our practice plan and get into our recruiting ideas here. So we got the verbal on Robinson, the verbal on Casey. Pack is still in his top 5. We have yet to schedule him a visit because we didn't offer him a scholarship. So you know what? We got to hold him at least until the transfer portal period. But where is... Okay, there is Dean Yang here. He finally hit his top 5, so we can take that off. And we can at least do a sell. So it's going to be standard bearer. I know that. And we're in a battle with Oregon. And Clemson is on the table still with an offer. So I think we should try and sway away. Okay, we have no sways on the table. So this is our first sway here that we could possibly do. So let's do this. We should sway on Conference Legend and then sell on Sunday Player. That would be huge, considering if we can get that sway, we could sell on the one that was the better grade. So I think we're fine in terms of recruiting. Yang and Isaac was the only guys we really had to deal with. So our recruiting's good. Let's get into Maryland, which we are 1-0 against in our rivalry against them. But hold on a minute. Let's actually, before we get into it, let's check our conference standings really quick. We're going to be in the conference championship, but the problem is, it's Michigan again. We're going to have to go back to the big house and try and get our revenge against Michigan, who have a 166 point differential compared to our 98. So this is going to be difficult. If we could pull out, we gotta hope that Michigan loses so we can at least try and host USC. But USC is 7-4, but with a 6-2 conference record. So we gotta hope that USC wins. We gotta hope that Michigan loses. Okay, yeah, Michigan has one more game. Okay, so we gotta see if Michigan loses and USC wins. We want the Trojans in this one. I'm just saying, we want the Trojans in this one. And you know what? Since this is a rivalry game at home, let's black it out one final time. So this should be fun. Our final game of the year against Maryland. Let's get into it. We welcome home Malik Washington for our final game of the year on Blackout Day and Senior Day against our rival Maryland. Okay, Washington just drove down the field and scored a touchdown on us. Like, what the hell? Okay, way to hold on to that, Thomas.
Get over
Okay,
here!
there is absolutely nothing to throw to. Come on, Surace. Way to weed through traffic. That's a first down. Okay, blitz the corner, which means we can get out in the open space. He's so close to the pylon. There you go. Dominic, nicely. That's your 14th rushing touchdown. So we're going to keep your health for as long as we can. Our defense just got a turnover. Absolutely massive red zone stand right there. That was massive. Oh, we threw. Come on, Ben Black. Way to get out of the red zone. Nice pickup at 28, and we are out of our own end zone and nearing enemy territory for what it seems like. You know what? Just give it off. There's Carson. Oh, that's actually Ben Rothar. He's been a key player for us all season long, man. Okay, yeah, the mic was just sitting pretty reading the quarterback. Good thing we got 2 off of it, though. It saves us from actually getting sacked. Good thing we took it up. Okay. Oh, no, God! Beat option on 3rd and 9 seems pretty convincing, but we were going to have to make the pitch work here. Yep. We got the pitch off. There's Nicely. Okay. Oh, 4th and inches. We have to go for it here. We got to watch Ben Black on the out. Okay, he got covered there. Oh, God. Why? Why? Every time we go for it on 4th down, we get sacked. Okay, good thing they only kicked the field goal with 1:40 left. Okay, looks like we got to put in Bailey for the end of the second quarter going into the third because he decides to just get hurt from time to time. Oh, what a cut. Come on, Sean Wilson, get into enemy territory. Oh, yeah. Big run here for Knicely. Ooh! Okay, get a block. Let's go, get out of bounds. Save some time.
Nope.
Oh, my. He just stepped out in front of the play. That really stopped our red zone drive. Oh! Turnover, but... I mean, we do have 2 timeouts, but bad news is that there's only 13 seconds. 13 seconds that separates us from a score here, at least. Oh, yeah, why did I throw that? And they're going to take it into themselves. Wait, unless... No, and he broke the tackle. I mean, good news is we get the ball back to start the second half, but I really do not trust this defense at this point.
Get over here!
Come on! We just need to stop getting sacked, like, on plays like that. Our O-line is sucking right now, big time, because there's nothing open for us. There's nothing going downfield. They're down in 15. Like, we're probably in one of the worst situations we possibly could be in at this point. Oh, yeah. No, no. Do not let that be a tip drill. Let's go. Big turnover by our defense. Okay, I have a little bit more trust now in this defense. We just forced a turnover that got us in a big spot. Okay, at least gain some yards if you're going to tackle us. And it's looking like we're going to have to play Quincy Porter and Notre Dame now in the college football playoff and where things stand. Come on. Let's go. Run through him, Thomas! He got it! Way to power through! We're going to be within 3. Huge! Huge! A huge defensive stand by us. We just need to play smart. Oh, God. Oh, over the middle. How come I keep forgetting to hit our tight end, Ben Rothar? Oh. Dump off to Dicey Carter. Oh, nice cut! He got the first down on that. Okay, safety dropped. Yeah, just get it off to Rothar, our tight end. I know it's a short play, but we're at least getting some yards after all this pressure. 3rd down in inches. We need something. Oh, wow. We're going to trip over that D-line. Oh, wow. Michael Thomas! Let's go! Back in the lead now. That's your 2nd touchdown of the day, and we're back in the lead, 21-17. We can't let anything up, and our defense comes through again. We just got to hope that we can stay consistent on this offense right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Oh. No, no, no! I would just slam the controller, honestly, if that was a tip drill pick. Okay, we're going to pitch it out to Rothar. He's been good on the flats lately. He got the first down. We have to pick up a couple first downs now. Maryland's down to their 2 timeouts left. Oh, wait. Let's go. Come on, hold on in. Let's go! Oh, but no, that's deuce. All right, well, Julian Dogger's going to have to come in. Okay, there he is right there. And we just got to hand it off. We got to let them run down their timeouts. Oh, Terrell Mitchell has an opening. He got another first down. Use your 2nd timeout. Come on, get a block from Rothar. Julian Dogger! That's your first touchdown! Way to come in huge. And that'll extend the lead with Maryland having no timeouts. And we're just going to kneel this out. We're going to take our victory against the Terrapins and go into our conference championship with a lot of heavy momentum. As you see, Rutgers with a 28-17 win over Maryland, and that is our 2nd straight rivalry win in a row against the Terps. Now we're going into conference championship weekend. Luckily, I just realized the Big Ten Conference Championship is not in a host site. It's in a neutral site. I forgot we're in the Big Ten, so we are playing Michigan, potentially, in the house that Peyton Manning built, as we got the hard commit on our 4-star right guard, Eric Casey, and we got Isaac Myers to hard commit. Thank you, ma'am. We won the recruiting battle. Absolutely massive. And we got Pack in his top 3 and Blau in his top 3. We could potentially hold them to the transfer portal. And here comes the Michigan Wolverines. I think they lost because they went from the 3 team to the 10. I think they lost. Yeah, they lost. Who'd they lose to? They lost to... Okay, it makes sense. They lost to Ohio State in the big game, 34-6. So honestly, that kind of makes sense. We lost against them once before. That's in the big house, though. We're in the conference championship game in Lucas Oil Stadium. We have the bye week going into this, though, so this is a must-win if we want a chance at the college football playoff. Because if we lose to a team lower ranked than us, I don't know what to believe. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know what to believe. Okay, we did get the hard commit on Eric Casey. We got the... Okay! We actually got the sway to work on Isaac Myers. That's why we ended up getting the commit with Isaac Myers, our left edge. He's going to be a big help accompanying Justin Green in that edge core. That's absolutely massive. Okay, we got... Share my Ebron at quarterback as well. Okay, we got the verbal here. Top 3 here, top 3 here. 5, 5, 5. Okay, so now what I think we should do, we should just do some sells on the rest of our guys, and then we should just look for some 3-stars. We should just look for some 3-stars to fill the rest of the voids here, to fulfill our 80 expectation. Because we now have at least 110 hours. We could try and book, what's it called? We could try and book some 3-stars in to fill the voids, possibly. So now what I think we should do is we should take some 3-stars at positions of need that take 0 NIL, potentially. And we might as well just offer up the scholarships that takes 0 NIL. We might as well just put any hours that we have onto any of these guys here, which allows us to keep some of our NIL. You know what? We'll put 15 on whoever we can to at least get some hours and interest, because we did offer the scholarships already. And then we'll save the other scholarships on our 4-stars for the transfer portal period. Honestly, we should have done this a lot sooner, but because we're in such a big moment in the conference championship, we might as well just take it, and we might as well just go for it at this point. Signing all these 3-stars to try and fill the voids any way we can here. And we got the verbal commit on Corey Blau. Huge. And we got the hard commit on our right guard, Robert Robinson. So we can probably move him over to left guard, depending on the rating. And he was a 3-star gem as well. That's a huge pickup there. Absolutely massive pickup. Okay, we're at least going to fulfill our bigger of the 80 expectations. And honestly, if we can get the... We could get the verbal commits on any of them, and we could beat Michigan. Okay, Connor Schobel finally hit his top 5. Okay, could possibly be... Yeah, it's going to have to be Gamer. Yeah, we should just get the 25 to Jamarcus Colliver, because he's the only one who's open, but we have first place interested on everybody else. So if we get the... Oh, wait. Connor Nix is finally in his top 5. I can't believe I freaking missed him. So we got him signed, we got him signed, and so as long as we can get Nix signed, and as long as we can get Schobel to jump up, we should have at least 4 of them. Okay, Ohio State finally offered him and it jumped up, so we have to do a sell here. Okay, Michigan did offer Wes Jewell, and we do have 325 NIL left. So what we should do is take the hour off and then offer Jewell the scholarship. We'll keep him with the expected NIL and then give the hours back to at least try and keep up with Michigan, because we are giving him the amount of NIL that he wants. I mean, we had to at this point. They're already trying to secure him. But we are going to take on Michigan, the team that Jewell is competing with. But this time, we are in the Lucas Oil Stadium for this one, which should be fun. Everybody will be in it full practice. And we got increased composure with our tackle, Keon Goss here. And then Sean Wilson, Ben Black, everybody else is staying in sync here. We just got to hope that we can pull out a win, especially in Lucas Oil Stadium. And it is going to be a neutral site, so there is no excuse at all to lose this game. We're keeping the uniforms all normal for this one, because it is conference championship week. And if we can win this game, it'll mean that we would have completed one of our challenges to win a conference championship. It'll be the first of ours. All right, we want that Big Ten conference title trophy. It's standing in our sights, and guess who else is standing in our sights? Those pesky Michigan Wolverines, who we got embarrassed by in the big house. So we need to make a statement here. All right, he's got a running lane. Up the middle. We have to slide with it. Why are you giving him 4th and inches? You know exactly how much this pisses me off. So you know what? We'll put Brune on pass block, and then we'll put Rothar on the track instead. God. It got knocked away, but honestly, they punted, so I can't complain. Break off a tackle, Ben Black! You should have broke that! And you know what? Fine. Fine. You want us to punt so bad? We'll punt. What the hell, DJ Walker? Bruh, DJ Walker with the play of the game to save us right now. And it's only the first quarter. I'm saying save us, and it's only the first quarter. Why am I saying that? I don't know, but like, it was just a sense of relief personally. Alright, come on, Thomas. Alright, we got 3rd and 2. Ah, it's gonna be man coverage. I can see it. Yeah, they manned on it, and we're gonna have to take the field goal shot. Yeah, we have to settle for a field goal, because I don't understand why the game is suggesting us go for it, when the smarter move is to take a field goal. Like, I don't understand why. But regardless, we're kicking off the second quarter, up 3-0, but I really do not believe it's gonna hold up by the end of this game. Genuinely, I really don't believe it's gonna hold up.
Get over here!
Yeah, it makes sense they run an all-out blitz. I tried to run the slant with Rothar, and it didn't work. Okay, we're fine on defense right now with 3:26 left. And I've noticed they're running a lot of, like, zone coverage, like, middle of the field zone coverage, which is exactly why it is not looking good for us. So, you know what? We're going to sub in Deuce Bailey because of it. And we'll just give it to Knicely. We'll let Bailey come in. Great double team block on the left side for Deuce Bailey to at least get a run off. We got 3rd and 2. And, okay, it's looking like we're going to host a playoff game against either Texas Tech or Western Michigan. That is if we have to beat the Wolverines. We have to beat Michigan if we want at least a first-round bye. Because I feel like a loss to Michigan means getting kicked out of the playoff. Personally, that's how I feel in this circumstance right here. So, it's come to a position for me where I have to win my first conference championship of the rebuild to get into the playoff. And thank God for our defense finally waking the hell up when they haven't done so for the last few games. We finally woke up. So, if anything, we'll take a field goal if we have to, and then we'll go into the second half up 6. Okay. Big run back from Mitchell, finally. Come on. Oh, Mitchell's open. Okay. Okay, we'll take that. We gotta make it convincing here for Rutgers. Come on. Oh, okay. So wide open middle of the field here. What? Oh, never mind. It got clogged. It got clogged. Yeah, we had to throw it. You know, we're going to want to run it to the right side to at least center our kick here. Oh, wow. Way to weave through. Okay, that's their timeout. But I feel like if we miss it, all momentum's going to Michigan. So we'll take the field goal shot to go up 6-0. Potentially at the end of the half. That is if we make a stop. Okay, so there's the kick. We'll see what the defense does as long as we just stay awake. Okay! They got the ball first in the second half, and they gave it right back to us. Okay, so it's looking like a tale of two defenses right here. Okay, way to find a hole. Okay, thank God the hole opened up for Terrell Mitchell. We just need to beat Michigan in one of the biggest circumstances of the season if we want any chance at going to host a playoff game. Oh, what? Did you see that? Did you just see that? Like, the ball literally just went zooming across the field like that on that drop. Like, I don't know if that is some sort of bug or, like, I don't know what that is. Oh, wow. Wow, how are we getting that back? I had no faith in this team at all going into Michigan. But I feel like that... yeah, just take a sack after you step up. Yeah, I don't know why I just didn't throw a touch pass for some reason, so we might as well just, again, punt it away and let the defense do its work. Only a field goal? You're serious right now. Only a field goal. We're actually doing better than we thought. After that drive down the field, we forced them to 3, which is honestly fine by me. I mean, if this is a game where it's going to be all field goals at this point, it really doesn't matter what happens from here, personally. Because our... Okay, never mind. Yeah, just take the underneath route for Thomas. Just pick up the first down for me, please. Wow, how did we get that throw off potentially out of a sack? That was a great throw there by Deuce Bailey. And it shocks me how Bailey's 5 for 12. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, why did I even make that read? And he's going to take that for a pick 6. He had all the blocks in the world. We were doing so well up to that point. And now we have to score late. Now Michigan's putting us in a position where we have to score late.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
But what was with the delay to just haul that catch in, dude? All right. Big hole there for Knicely. First down.
They'll run it from the gun.
All right, we did get a good run there this time, but see, I'm just saying these like so generic things. I'm not even being so fun with the commentary right now. I'm sorry, but this is one of the biggest games of the year, and I need to come through here. Like, I need to lock in. Come on, Bailey! Perfect! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We got the first down. And you know what? We'll take off as much clock as we can. We're going to have to do something here. Come on. Run upfield. Get a block. Slide! Or just get tackled there. Okay. We'll run it down past the 2-minute. And we'll do our best to keep all 3 of our timeouts. We are in enemy territory. So we got to come up big here. Otherwise, it's not going to be pretty. I mean, if we go for the 2-point and get it, it'll be a 4-point game, forcing them to get a touchdown. But if we miss it, a field goal would win the game. So I think it would be much safer to take the extra point and go up by 3. Because it would force them to go for a field goal and force overtime. So in reality, we had a huge decision to make. Yeah, we just need to get around that Mike backer. That's our biggest hope right now on this offense. We just need to get around that Mike backer. That's like the biggest thing. Come on, Mitchell. Get us the first down. We're going to chew as much clock as we can, depending on the play clock. We'll take it down to, I'd say, maybe like a minute. I mean, if we get the touchdown, again, we'll be up by at least 3. We want to chew as much time as possible, because if we score, we're giving them another drive. So we don't want that for them, pending this defense at this point. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, we'll take it down to, I say, 30 seconds, because we do have our timeouts here as well. Come on. Nicely! Okay, that's a touchdown. All we need to do is kick the extra point, make it, and then try and have them force overtime. Ah! We got our get back! And we're gonna win the conference title! There's finally one of our objectives. We won the conference title for the first time in program history in the Big Ten with a 13-10 upset. I don't care what the rank on the numbers say. Like, personally, I don't care. It was an upset if I ever seen one. Thanks to my smart decision making on the 2-minute drive, we got the game winner, and there's us with the Big Ten title trophy as we're gonna go to the college football playoff with the biggest upset odds possible with a win over Michigan. We finally got our get back against the Wolverines. We'll see how we do in the playoff as a 3 seed. Maybe perhaps a 3 or 2, I don't know. We'll have to find out what seed we are. But all I know is that we've made the college football playoff. We secured our bid with the win over Michigan. And that is the first of our 4 objectives for the rebuild, which was to win a conference championship, as is for the bye, and we can't access our recruiting as much. So we jumped up to the 3-ranked team in the nation. So we're going to be hosting one of the Big 4 bowl games as a result of that. We got the hard commit on Corey Blau at strong safety. Absolutely massive. But we did end up losing Connor Nix, who verbally committed and locked us out to Ohio State. Yeah, he locked us out, even though he verbally committed. But we're in a recruiting battle with BYU for Damon Pack, even though we really can't access our recruiting. Okay, here comes the Heisman Trophy celebration. We're going to watch through that, and we're going to see the 4 finalists. The first one is Kamario Taylor from Ole Miss with 46 touchdowns and over 3,100 yards passing. The second one is Will Hammond who took over for Mr. Draft King, Brendan Sorsby, out of Texas Tech. Decent nominee. We got Desmond Roebuck at wide receiver from Boise State. 9 touchdowns, 1,442 yards. Okay, decent enough. And we have Kenny Minchey, the guy from Kentucky, who went to Tennessee. So those are pretty decent finalists. So we just have to find out of all those 4 finalists, which of these guys is going to win the big one. Okay, so it's the guy in the red suit. It was Kenny Minchey, the QB from Kentucky who went to Tennessee, that won the Heisman Trophy. And let's find out our fate in the college football playoffs. So let's take a look at the bracket that we're dealing with so far. So who do we have to play? It's looking like, oh my God. I really hope Kentucky wins here. I want to play the Kentucky Wildcats in the Rose Bowl. I sincerely hope I don't have to play Michigan for a 3rd time in this episode, guys. But hey, huge shout out to 15th ranked North Dakota State, who got in as an automatic qualifier. We have Miami at number 1, Tennessee at number 2, us at number 3, and then BYU at number 4. And us at 3 have to play either Kentucky, shout out James Bordeaux, and Michigan. So we need to hope that Bordeaux's team wins. So we lost out on our right tackle, Connor Nix, so we're gonna have to get one in the portal. And then, you know, oh my God, we'll lose possibly Connor Schobel to Penn State. I mean, the lack of NIL had something to do with it, but okay, we don't need to view any job offers, so let's sim ahead to the second bowl week, and let's figure out who we're gonna play in the second round. Please don't be Michigan. You can't be serious. We have to play Michigan for a 3rd time. We just beat them in the conference championship. What do they want from us that bad? They really want the pursuit of the national championship so bad that they want to beat us just to do it. Texas A&M unfortunately beat North Dakota State to play BYU. Notre Dame shocks us all by beating Texas Tech to face Miami. And Michigan only lit up 7 points to Kentucky. That is absolutely surprising as a 6 seed. And then Florida State lost to Texas. So we're going to have to play the winner of Texas and the Heisman winner in Tennessee, who are 13-0. That is if we can make it that far. I mean, we're in the second round of the playoff in the Rose Bowl. So what happens here is on me. So since we're going to go full unitard for this one. We're going to go home options. We want this Scarlet out with the Wolverines in the Rose Bowl. So let us get into our first college football playoff game against, yet again, the Michigan Wolverines. So here we are in the Rose Bowl, and we're going to have to play Michigan for a 3rd time this season if we want to get anywhere. So let's find out how we do in our first ever college football playoff game.
And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw.
Great ball to Rothar. Good throw by Bailey. Like I said, whatever happens in the playoff, happens. Like, we made it here in the first place, and we won our first conference championship. So whatever happens here, happens. If we lose here, we'll go into next season. It really doesn't matter, personally. Okay, I mean, we are in field goal range, so we can kick it for our first points if we have to. Alright, yeah, we're just going to run it out. And what is with Trey Boyd getting hurt? We have better composure now that this is a playoff game against this team, so we are going to be fine. If our defense can settle in, and we are at the 8-yard line. And he just got hit. We had to get rid of it before we gave up a safety, so we got a punt. Okay, they did get the touchdown. They did take the lead, but at least it wasn't on their terms. Like, it was uneven ground here. Okay, way to get rid of it under all that heat. I should have threw it to Rothar. Why did I throw it to him? All right, we got to go 3rd down and 7. We have to hope a running lane opens up for Bailey. And again, no running lane's going to open up. So okay, thank God he dropped the pick, which means we got to punt again. And knowing this defense, they're going to let up some points. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Michigan. That's what I thought. Oh, come on. Run up. Deuce Bailey. Slide. Or just dive forward. I mean, at least hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. It's Bailey. Here comes the pressure. Physical
And
defending.
why are we dropping that? I don't know if you saw that. He literally just dropped that.
And the quarterback dropping back.
Yeah, that again. Another bad read. Another damn bad read. And they're probably going to take it. Yeah, they took it.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing.
And they're probably going to get back on us in the Rose Bowl. Should have held on to that.
Looking to pick up the first down.
Get over here!
And we took a sack on 3rd and 2. We took a sack off a screen pass. Yeah, I can't do anything. I can't even say anything right now because of how flustered I am. I can't even say anything. My words cannot process anything. All right, so we're starting the second half in their territory. How we came away with the wins we did, I don't know. I don't know how we came away with the wins we did this entire season. But this O-line has sucked all year long.
This drive down multiple scores.
Not in my house.
And we get dropped again because there's no hole at all. And they're making us try a 52-yarder. But I don't know if he has the leg. Come on, Mick, get through. We got it. I don't know how we made that, but it's going to be 14-6. All right, 2:39 left in the third. Should be fine. You know what? We're going to take a break from passing the ball for a while. We got to let our running backs go to work.
Last possession because of the long-range field goal. Fighting off the defender.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Nothing's working.
Important to pick up this first down.
Yeah. They sent an all-out blitz. You know what? We want to save our chances here. We have to, by some miracle, get it on 4th down. Why I say some miracle? Because this Michigan team is just too damn strong. Because they always have somebody sit on the quarterback. And we got to get it. Please, thank you, Thomas! Thank you!
From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff.
Yeah, and there's no open running lane.
Now 2nd and 14. The sure hands. It's Thomas.
All right, 3rd down and 2 off 2nd. Oh, what the? Okay. It looked like it was glitched. Hey, thank you. Way to hit Ben Rothar. You know what? We're going to hurry it up.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
Really? Really?
Looking to throw again. Running back grabs
Good
about
block. Finally, we get a good screen pass opportunity. Finally.
coming up. Can he get there on the ground?
Yeah, and I can't. I can't against this team. I can't. We have to go for it. Carson Bruin, hold on to it, possession catch. Thank you. We had to get the 4th down conversion, otherwise it was not going well for us. Okay, that was our 3rd string tight end, Taylor Fritz, and he got hurt on that play. Yeah, luckily, that was only our 3rd string tight end. He's
Scanning the field. It's Bailey. That's
okay. Way to hold on to that, and that's our lineman.
13. They'll try to run for the first down.
Come on, wait for the hole to open up. You know what? We're gonna let it tick to the 4th quarter.
They open the 4th by going to the air. Grab down the middle.
Come on, we gotta let Ben Black go to work here. Okay, good thing that we're running here on this formation.
Shotgun formation.
And we just let the edge get to us. What is with our line?
Marathon drive, the kind you rarely see.
Okay, thank God for Sean Wilson. Get out of bounds. That was an absolutely massive play by us right there. We just need to let our offense work for once here. Okay, there's an injury timeout. Okay, that's big number 7. Okay. 7 is their best defensive player by far, aside from Charlie Christopher. You know what? We're going to throw in Julian Duggar to finish off this game. We want to see if the 3rd string... Oh, okay. How did we just throw over number 20's head? I'm just being honest. Number 20 definitely should have had that pick. Okay, they're showing everybody on the line. It was just good run formation. We got the touchdown, so the 2 points get to tie it. I don't think we get it here. We don't get it, but good news is our defense comes through. It'll feel like one of our biggest wins of the season if we just beat Michigan for a 2nd time this year. Just get it off. Okay, thank God for Sean Wilson to come down with that. The best case scenario is if we get a touchdown. So we're going to put Dysere Carter, Austin Clay. Okay, and we're fine with the rest of them. The absolute best case scenario is if we get the touchdown, because we'll be up at least 19-14 with very little time left. They think we're just gonna pass it out. I noticed in their defense. Okay, that's Johnson again. Great throw by Duggar. That's gonna be Austin Clay for a first down. We have to let Duggar go to work here. We need to let Duggar go to work. Oh no, the pressure got there. One more run at least before the 2-minute warning. We want to see if we can get into field goal range. Okay, we did get in range. So a 47-yard field goal is in the making. I don't know if I should take the risk here. I think I should take the risk. I'm going to go for it on 4th and 6. Because a field goal would only get them a field goal from the win. So we got to go for it. Rothar! What a grab! Ben Rothar! What a grab on 4th and 6! That was absolutely massive. A highlight reel catch by Ben Rothar. And we're in 1st and goal. That catch was absolutely massive. You know what? I don't care what happens now on the goal line here. If we can take down as much time as we possibly can just to get a touchdown. So you know what? We're going to check out of this. We'll go Ohio spacing. That's like the shortest play. Oh, sack. Okay, yeah, just get it off. This is it right here. 3rd and goal. We must convert this. Oh, wide open! Catch it! Michael Thomas! Touchdown, Rutgers! That'll give us a 4-point lead, pending the extra point. But it's Michael Thomas that'll give us the best case scenario with 2 timeouts left. And just over a minute to go. Come on. We did it! I just saw the red confetti! We did it! We beat Michigan for a 2nd time in a row. And we're going to move on to the semifinals. I am honestly in absolute shock. Honestly, I don't care about who the MVP is. My MVP of that game was Ben Rothar, our tight end, who comes up with an insane diving grab on 4th and 6 to keep the drive alive and set up that game-winning touchdown. That was absolutely massive of a play for us. I loved every second of that game. I can't believe we beat Michigan twice in the playoff. We won in the conference championship. That'll secure our 1st goal. And we secured a college football playoff win, which honestly I feel like should have been our 3rd goal. Honestly, it doesn't matter. We got Tennessee in the Orange Bowl. We are having a Cinderella season up to this point. They're 14-0 after the win against Texas, and it's going to be in the Orange Bowl. So whatever happens here, it happens. We took out Michigan, and we set ourselves up for the best case scenario possible. We got to play Tennessee. This is our chance in the game of the week to make a huge story happen in just episode 2 of our dynasty. Like, we beat Michigan in the Rose Bowl, and we beat them in the conference title game. Like, that is insane. And we're about to have the biggest game of our lives against Tennessee in the Orange Bowl. So, honestly, no matter what happens, I am proud of this team already. If we take out Tennessee and move on to the Natty in just our 2nd season, it honestly would be a miracle. But if we lose here, it really doesn't matter, because we're setting ourselves up for a huge episode 3. So we're going to give it to Terrell Mitchell, and we'll give AJ Surace possibly his final snaps as a Rutgers Scarlet Knight, as we're going to lob it up to Ben Black. That's a great throw. Right. Good run of 3 there. And you know what? If we beat Tennessee and move on to the Natty, I'll be proud of this team, like I said. But if we lose, that doesn't matter either way, because we're going to set ourselves up for an absolutely huge Season 3, as we're going to hit Michael Thomas. Huge crossing route for 1st and goal. Come on, Rothar. You've been the MVP of this playoff so far. Get in for a touchdown, bud. And the Scarlet Knights are on the board here in the Orange Bowl. And they punted. but we're backed up at the 8-yard line.
All day long, he gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Come on. Okay, we got 3 on that pitch.
And stay balanced. They're gonna need to do that.
We drop back a little bit far, but at least Bailey can run up and make a play. That's a first down. You know, let's try the read option here. Let's hope we can get our blocks to come up here. We'll watch the read key.
Running back with the football.
Yeah, he was waiting for the QB run there. Thank God we didn't run it.
Third down situation, and the
Big run for Mitchell. First down.
back to throw. It's Bailey.
Yeah. Okay, the pressure got there.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Okay, we'll just dump it off to Nicely. Everybody drop back deep. And thank God we did. That was a wide open hole for him. Can our first rebuild of College Football 27 end in 2 episodes with none of our challenges completed? We didn't get to sign a top 15 recruiting class. We didn't get to upgrade to elite facilities either
Looking to pass here on
at some point in this rebuild. And we're already in the college football playoff semifinals. So we have to realistically lose here, possibly. If I'm being honest, we should have lost to Michigan, but I don't know how we didn't.
on first and 10.
Like, I don't know how we didn't lose to Michigan in the conference championship. We squeezed by courtesy of our defense. And then we got to play the winner of Notre Dame and Texas A&M in a national championship. That is if we beat Tennessee. So if Quincy Porter did not manage to transfer out and he stayed with Notre Dame, it'll be a full circle moment because we would have won the national championship both with Quincy Porter and against Quincy Porter. That would be a sick thought, if I'm being completely honest, because we've won with him multiple times in CFP 26. But the fact that we would have to win one against him certainly is a thought that I would not want to think about because he is my GOAT. Whatever the case is, we're on 2nd and goal here. And we got a wide open hole. Dominic Knicely, our top running back for a touchdown. And we're already going to be up 14-0. And, dude, our defense is so damn strong.
In motion before the snap. Fires it to the wideout.
Okay, I'm surprised we got that with Michael Thomas.
The ball arrives. You can tell there's some contact there.
Okay, I did not know how that play worked. I don't know why I just hesitated there. So, yeah, we'll just punt it. Okay, we're out at the 21, but let's see what Tennessee can do. And they don't do anything again! Dude, I am so proud of this team. Lots of huge upsets. And our only 2 losses was Indiana and, ironically, Michigan. Indiana, I don't think made the playoff. I'll have to recheck the bracket and see if Indiana actually made the playoff this year under Signetti. So, you know what? We'll let the clock tick down to the 2-minute warning. And we'll figure out our game plan going from there.
Looking downfield. It's Bailey.
Yep. Step up and run. Deuce Bailey has a wide open running lane up to the 25. I told y'all, Deuce Bailey is the absolute future of this Rutgers program. And look at that. Dominic Nicely could potentially lead the entirety of college football in rushing touchdowns as long as we give it to him in the goal line situation. He has 17 total rushing touchdowns. And Kenny Minchie, the guy who won the Heisman Trophy, also has 17 rushing touchdowns.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Okay, come on, get over! Thank you, Deuce Bailey!
I thought he did a nice job of seeing what the defense was in and then seeing
Nope.
his
Ah!
Look out, he's in the clear.
And sadder news is he's taking that all the way.
Inside the 10.
He just took that all the way. Great play there by Jay Crawford. Great play. After 12 first downs of our offense, we throw a 93-yard pick six. That was not good on our part.
And he'll set up to throw.
Okay, way to cut it low there for Thomas. I was able to get it a little bit lower so that way he can come down with it. But, okay, never mind. There's 30 seconds left in the second quarter. We got to get going. There's 30 seconds left.
It's Bailey. Coming after him.
No, oh, I really thought it was going to be a tip drill. I'll be perfectly fine with 3rd and 10. I'll be perfectly fine with it as long as we can find a hole. Okay. That was a good low block there. Bailey! First down. Okay, timeout. We got to call timeout.
Toward the end of the half. Fires it
Wow. Great ball. Call timeout. And honestly, because we have the lead, we should just kick it here. We should just kick it and take a 17-7 lead. There it is, right there. Because of that ball to Thomas. Thank God I threw the touch pass, because had I thrown the ball, it would have been an easy interception there. Good thing we threw the touch pass and set up our field goal. And we're going to get the ball back, still up 17-7. Come on, Mitchell. Oh, 3rd and inches. Yeah, we got dropped there. They're suggesting us go for it. So I do think that's the situation we go with here. Oh, he fumbled that. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good at all. And okay, they only hit the field goal. We're gonna be fine from here. They only hit the field goal. Oh, way to hold on to that, Thomas. That's a huge first down for you. Okay, Bailey's starting to get shaken up here. We got to be a little bit more careful with him.
Get over here!
Ah, we couldn't roll out in time. Come on, Bailey. Oh, fumble! No, no, no. Come on. Get him, Rothar! Okay, thank you. Let's see what they do. Okay, they are going to tie the game. They're putting together a comeback now, all because of defense. And they're going to go up with 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th. Oh, what a block there for Terrell Mitchell. Come on. Okay, we got the first down. You know what? We'll let the clock tick down to the 4th quarter. We'll see if we can make it to the Natty at this point. Tied at 17, going into the 4th quarter. This has been one of the biggest situations that we've ever been in. We just need everything to go our way here if we want a chance at the national championship. Good route there by Wilson. That's going to be 3rd and inches. That was a really dangerous throw, but we at least picked it up. And we got the run here with Mitchell. 1st down and 10. Tied at 17 apiece. We just need something to go our way. Just give it off. Okay, good thing Black held on to that. Yeah, we got to shove it down to Thomas. He's got the first down now. Our national championship hopes are at stake. We are 3:35 away. And we got to do something. Oh, or we just take a sack. That's their 3rd of the game. Okay, we can run it here with Bailey at least on 2nd and 16. And we got a good chunk of it back. And honestly, good thing our kick is centered. It's a good thing our kick is centered right there. We can kick it and go up by 3. Right on the money. We're going to go up 20-17. And we'll see what our defense can do. In the final moments of this game! Holy shit. We may actually go to the national championship. It could be a close call at this point. But we may actually just go to the national championship if we just pick up a 1st down run by Terrell Mitchell. And we may have just sealed up a berth in the national championship. Okay, way to cut back off that block shit. That's their final timeout. And the 2-minute warning only separates between us and the Natty. So all we need is a 1st down. That's all we need on 2nd and 5. Okay. Carson Brown! Tell me we got it. We got it! Oh, what suspense! Yeah, you know what? We'll save our hopes at the Natty. We'll kick a field goal here. Alright. We got the chip shot. 23-17 is the difference. So can our defense hold up? Let's go! In year 2, we're going to the national championship. In year 2 of the Rutgers Dynasty, we're going to the national championship. That is something I never thought I would say. But this is episode 2 of this rebuild. So I do think that if we win the Natty, we continue the Dynasty. We're going to try and see if we can go back-to-back. That is what I do think that we should do. If we win the national championship, we'll do episode 3 anyway and see if we can complete some of our goals. Because if we can complete our goals, we'll basically have completed the rebuild at this point. It's going to be Quincy Porter and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the national championship. Oh! What a turn of events. We just got our offensive coordinator, Eddie George, former NFL running back. This is it. The national championship against the 8th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Can we pull out all the stops possible in the Superdome and win the national championship against Quincy Porter and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish? So can the Rutgers Scarlet Knights pull out all the stops against the Fighting Irish and win their first national championship in program history? That is the question that we're going to have to answer in this game. So let's get into it against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And sadly, my GOAT, Quincy Porter, there's the national championship trophy, which sits in the Superdome, as we're going to get into our first natty appearance against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But after thinking about it for quite some time, I am not so sure if Quincy Porter is on this team anymore, because we did see him in the transfer portal this past season. I don't know. We'll have to check the rosters and at some point and figure this out. So AJ Surace is out there. So we're going to start. We'll give him his final snaps in this game here. And then we'll hand the torch off to... Okay, that was a bad throw. We'll give him his final snaps, and then we'll hand the torch off to Deuce Bailey and let him take over.
Get over here!
Okay, yeah. We might as well just give the torch.
This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this.
Okay, we got back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10. We're just going for it for like shits and gigs at this point. We'll give it to Knicely because he's got wide open real estate ahead of him. Oh wait. Okay, thank God for 54 to get that. There. Okay, wait. Are they reviewing this? No shot they're actually reviewing that. Okay, I mean, we recovered it, so, like, it doesn't matter what happens. Okay, they actually just challenged the spot of the ball. 3rd down and 5. We got that 3rd DB on watch here. Okay, he dropped down, which means we got to pitch it off to Thomas. He's got a 1st down. And you know what? Because this drive is going so well for us, we'll just keep on using AJ Surace for this drive. Wait. Sean, okay, he got hit. They sent the blitz. We're going to have to dump it off to Black. Hope he doesn't get tackled from the back. We got to go for it here on 4th down and 2. From this range, we got to go for it. So. Okay, Ben Black, please don't go backwards. Thank you. He got the forward progress. And here comes the Deuce. Deuce Bailey is in at starting QB. And he's going to throw a thought was going to be a good one right away to Sean Wilson, but he dropped it. Open the running lane. Come on, Bailey. 1st down. Honestly, Surace and Bailey have been the go-to QB all season long. We have to let them get their moment. Okay, yeah, that wasn't bad. And we can't forget about our tight end, Ben Rothar. He was a huge contributor this playoff. From that diving catch against Michigan to one of his scores against Tennessee. He's been a big contributor this entire playoff. And this entire season, for that matter. Like, he started as like a low overall tight end who I thought I wasn't going to use. But he became a weapon in year 2. He became an absolute threat as Deuce Bailey gets us on the board in the national championship. As we're going to be up 7-0. And, okay, Notre Dame is going to tie it up. But we are into the 2nd quarter with 3:42 left. Let me do something real quick. Let me find out if Quincy Porter is still on Notre Dame. Is he still on the team? Okay, Eli Holstein is in at quarterback. So let's see. Who are receiver options? It is not Quincy Porter. It is Micah Gilbert, Mylan Graham, who stayed after this season, Dylan Riley, Ian Premer, and DJ Jordan. So Mylan Graham, who I used in my first ever Nebraska Dynasty in the last year's game, went to Notre Dame alongside Quincy Porter and was the only receiver that stayed from that transfer. Which was is honestly quite something. And I'm pretty sure they still have... Okay, yeah, because CJ Carr transferred out of Notre Dame they got Eli Holstein instead. That is honestly quite something. But you know what? We're tied at 7 apiece. We might as well just keep our tie. We're not even going to risk it. We might as well just punt it. It is the national championship. I do want to play smart with the football. Okay! We let them punt, but there is 2 timeouts on our board. Okay, I was going to bob and weave around the defender, but it didn't work there. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3. That's a good run back there for Mitchell, though. All right, that's Cam Chadwick on the tackle, so we'll just go. We'll just keep running it here. Okay, he at least gained some yards. So you know what? We're gonna call timeout, and we're gonna see if we can get into field goal range. But here it is gonna be 2nd down and 7. So we just gotta hope that our running lane opens up here, and it does. Deuce Bailey over midfield. Oh no, he fumbled. Dude, no! Are we really? We're really about to get scoop and scored on. We just got scoop and scored on. I was so confident in Bailey's ability to run that I honestly should have slid and called timeout. Okay, we are gonna get the ball back here. So you know what? We'll try kick return once again with Marcus Hawkins. We'll see what he can do here. Okay, pretty bad field position. We can't forget about our running backs in the flat. Oh, we actually shed 2 defenders' ankles there. Low ball for Thomas there, but he at least did get 8. We got majority blockers left side, so we just need to hope that they hold up here. And they do! Let's go! 1st down. He sent the 1 Mike on a blitz, and... Yeah, it's going to be potentially zone here. Yeah, the tackle just got broken off there. That's a dangerous throw. Yeah. We might as well punt it again. Okay. They punted it back, so it really wouldn't matter. Okay, it's going to be very even now. And, oh. Wow. Oh, they're calling it a face mask, but that really should have been a targeting foul. He just got leveled. I did not know that he was that gifted to hold on to the football, but still, like, he should not have survived that hit. Okay, we're in that situation where we have to go for it here on 4th and 7, so we're going to have to go for it here. Oh, come on, we got it, thank you. 1st down and 10 with 46 to go in the 3rd. We will be fine for the most part as long as we just let our offense keep on going here. Okay, and it's finally Dominic Knicely now leads the country in rushing touchdowns. Yep, wide open. Thomas, thank you. 1st down. Okay, set the blitz. The mic is still sitting there, but Rothar comes down with it. Absolutely huge catch right there. And we're going to go for a run here potentially to end the 3rd quarter. Going into the 4th to tie the game up with Terrell Mitchell. That is a massive drive right there to tie the game going into the 4th quarter. Let's go! Thank the Lord for our defense. They have been big for us this entire dynasty. Now we just need to finish it off. We need to finish this national championship game off and then go into season 3 with a chance to go back-to-back. I'm making that deal with you guys right now. If we win the Natty here today, we will do episode 3 and go into season 3 for a chance at the repeat. Because this Natty that we could win here with Rutgers will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Okay, why did you just run the hitch there? Why did you just run the hitch? You could have just kept going. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Our defense has been perfectly fine so far. We'll just punt it away. Yeah. Drop his ass! Sit down! That was a great defense there. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, it's only a field goal. But with 1 timeout left and 1:11 to go. Oh, I really thought Thomas was going to come down with it. Okay, we at least have to put Julian Duggar in for this drive. Okay, yeah, we can just run it out here with Bailey. That's going to be 3rd and inches. We should just run the hurry up. Okay. No! We'll put in Duggar on 4th down. We have to make it here if we want to win it. This is for a chance to survive. Good block by Brune. We're still alive. A huge block there by Carson Brune to stay alive. Okay, they pulled the stunt. So, you know what, we'll just give it to Mitchell, and we'll just hurry it up with 38 seconds left. Remember, we only have 1 timeout. A field goal here would force overtime. Good double team. Come on. We have the 1st down. That freezes the clock for some time here. Okay, okay. We can pick a different play. We dropped it. Come on, Duggar. Take off and run. Okay, we're going to be in field goal range. Absolutely big. That is absolutely big. Okay, so you know what? We'll run one more, like, little play to get a little closer. Come on, we got to hurry up. We got to hurry up. Okay, 3 seconds. We have to get the field goal. For OT, into Natty. We got it. Let's go. We're going to overtime. Big clutch kick where we needed it. And we have the 2nd drive. So if we score a touchdown, it's the national championship. We win the Natty on this drive if we score. Can Julian Duggar be the guy to do it for us? 2nd down and 3 at the 18 in the 2nd overtime. Okay, okay, that's fine. Honestly, since they didn't score, a field goal is the difference. After thinking about it, we just need the field goal because they drove first. So if we kick a field goal, we win it all. Okay, we got the 1st down, so we don't have to worry about it. Who will be the hero? Will it be our kicker, or will it be any of our weapons? It's gonna be Terrell Mitchell, and that's the national championship in overtime. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights take home the national championship over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. What a game. What a season for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Guys, in 2 seasons, we just turned the birthplace of college football into the national powerhouse that everybody saw after over 150 years. We finally did it, guys. And there's the whole squad. We just won our 1st national championship in program history. We will do a 3rd episode of this dynasty. We will do episode 3, and we'll have a chance at the repeat. So we did get the top 75 recruiting class, but we didn't get the 5 3-star recruits. So now we have 1,750. But you know what? We're going to use it to upgrade to elite facilities. And that completes our objective. Now we have to set our roster NIL here. Yeah, we'll let Justin Green walk. He is a 74, and we did not use him a lot. We'll let Elmore walk. We'll keep Catalano, because he will be a big player going into this senior season, potentially. We'll keep Meadows at left tackle, because we need somebody there. Yeah, we gotta keep Deuce Bailey as our starting QB. We'll give him at least 110. Caden Carter, who got All-American for us, we want to keep him. Michael Clayton at corner, we want to pay him. Actually, you know what? We'll go after our transfer corner. But Terrell Mitchell, needing 40, he's been a big weapon for us. You know, we honestly, he kept on getting hurt, so we should just let him walk. And then we need to pay Terrell Mitchell. And he's only a sophomore, remember. But we may have to let him walk, though. Even though Dominic Nicely may stick around, though. Okay, Braxton Kyle, our DT, is needing 75. Okay, we can at least try and keep Braxton Kyle. But with 110 NAL, we're probably going to have to let Leroy Jackson walk. And we have to go for another DT. We'll give Braxton Kyle 100. We'll let Mitchell walk to the portal. Which means we'll only have 585 left to use. Okay, we have a good chance of... extremely high chance of getting back Robbie Johnson here to playing style. Yeah, he decided to stay. What about Malachi Williams, our left edge? Come on, please. Thank you. So we're definitely going to have to win Terrell Mitchell back. So Ben Black graduated. AJ Surace is long gone. Salute you, my friend. Ian Thomas graduated, so we have to find a DT. Aiden Jones graduated. And Caden Luke, our fullback, graduated. And it's not looking like we're going to have some draftees, possibly. And we'll let everybody else walk in the portal to try and get at least some NIL back. And since most of our seniors that were big playmakers graduated, we're getting a lot of our NIL back to use towards the transfer portal. So we're not going to only have 585 NIL. We're going to have way more than that to go after bigger recruits, possibly. Okay, we only have 735, though. But let's see any sort of draft results that we can possibly use. Ian Thomas went in round 7, interestingly enough. So let's go to the transfer portal and figure things out here. Okay, so Yang only verbal committed to Notre Dame. And Schobel only verbal committed to Penn State. But it's not looking like we're going to get Schobel. And it's not looking like we're going to get Yang either. So we're definitely going to have to get a transfer center. Okay, Iowa just offered Damon Pack. So you know what? We will offer him up real quick. We'll keep within the expected NIL. We'll schedule him a visit in week 2 because he's a high school visit. And then Wes Jewell at right tackle. Michigan offered him. So we'll schedule him for week 1. And I feel like as long as we keep everybody in first place, regardless if it's a scholarship offer or not, we should be okay going into the portal. Looking through this whole thing here, only one guy had an offer. Matter of fact, 2. And those are our 2 4-stars. But looking down our 3-stars, nobody else got an offer. So let's look at the transfer portal and figure things out. But now my question is, should we try and get Lincoln Cure here? Okay, it's not looking like that we are going to get Cure. So let's reset our transfer portal here. Let's reset our search and let's see who's available. Okay. Deuce Knight from Ole Miss is one of the best QBs on the board. And then we have Naz Rankin from Illinois. If I'm being completely honest, I do not know how to tackle this portal, guys. Oh, Micah Alejado, who went to Oregon. Okay, so... Oh, and there's our old friend, Xavier Stern from Miami of Ohio. And Gerard Pringle is there too. And there's Desmond Barber at wideout. Malik Washington! My old friend from the Maryland rebuild, Malik Washington, is in the transfer portal. And it says here now he's a pocket passer instead of a pure runner. So they made him a pocket passer. So his archetype changed. And there's Shaquille Middlebrook again. But he's going into his senior season. If anything here in the portal, we got to go cheap. So honestly, we should just go for anything that we possibly need. So we need a center. Yeah, guys, I am going to need a moment, guys. So just bear with me.
1 hour later.
Okay, we got to do 130 on Boswell. We're doing 5 on Morris. We're doing none on Lyle Scott. We took a lot of... okay, Luke Wafel, we have to do it. We have to favor any 4-star that takes NIL in the portal. Okay, so 110 for Jake Moody at defensive tackle as a freshman. And then Elton Rabe as a freshman, we can get him. We'll keep to within the expected NIL, possibly at this point. And then Richard Castro, Talon Babin, and then Gio Rasmussen. At this point, we're literally just... Okay, there's Quentin Overstreet that needs 105. And then Albert Hill, who needs 105. So yeah, at this point, we're going to have to rely on Joel Cordoba. So we have to rely on Dominic Knicely, so we have to get another running back to accompany him since Terrell Mitchell left to the portal. And then Ijani Shakir, we can't get him, and we can't get him. So we got to go after some 3-stars out of the portal. Oh yeah, and we also have George Okorafor here at running back. Okay, so I feel like with our remaining hours, we should just try and get some guys that don't need any NIL and we can fill a roster hole with. So as long as we earn more coach points, we'll go into Season 3 having some tiers put onto strategists so that way we can boost some complimentary visits on some of our guys as well. We'll get tier 1 on basically everything if we do get more coach points. As we did get the verbal commit on Wes Jewell, our 4-star right tackle. And we do in fact have some updates here. We got some visit schedules ready to go. First, anybody dropped? No, nobody dropped. Okay, Boswell's in first place, and he's the only one that got offered. So we're in business here with our center. And Rhett Morris is comfortable. And who's our first top 5? Okay, he is at first. We're good. And Luke Wafel. We're going to put him on early for Damon Pack here. We're going to get him on early. And then Jake Moody as well. And he's got a competitive with them on pack, so we'll put him on for week 4. Okay, Rabe is in second, and UCLA had offered him. We only have 30 NIL to raise our scholarship money regardless. So we got to keep an eye on that. And then Gio Rasmussen is a compliment. Okay, we can, let's get him on earlier. He's more of a week 2 type visit here. And then Quentin Overstreet's ready to go. We got to get him on for perhaps week 4. Okay, but you know what? He's got no other visit scheduled. So you know what? We should just book him for week 4. And then we can get Albert Hill on for week 2. Get him in the compliment for with Gio Rasmussen. Okay, with the remaining hours, let's just raise Cordoba's time. And Virginia just offered him. So you know what? Let's take off of the hours on whoever's comfortable. Really, week 4 is the only time that we should be booking 3-star transfers that are interested. We got the hard commit on Damon Pack at defensive tackle. Big signing right there. So Rabe is in third, from what it seems like. We'll see. Hold on. First all the way down. Yeah, Rabe is in third. We have Memphis and UCLA offering him. He is in his top 5. We got to get him on for a visit in week 4 as a compliment. And then we got the 4-star in Damon Pack. So we are in business. Honestly, we should just swap these to soft cells at this point. We should just swap these to soft cells so that we can save hours for our actual transfer. So you know what? Let's actually cancel off the hard cells. Let's give him the soft cells. Okay, because of that, we got 100 extra hours to use towards all of our transfers so that we can manage everything here. So Anthony Boswell is very, very comfortable. So we'll switch him because he just got into his top 5. We'll book him for week 3 among a bunch of other transfers down the line. So him we can do a hard sell for. And then we could schedule Morris to pair a compliment with him. All right, we did basically all we could. I put soft sell hours on all these guys up here on who we could afford. So we're going to put the other 5 on Damian Francis here. And then I did convert a lot of our top 5s into sells on our 4-stars at least, so we can keep them in first place interested. This coming week here, week 4, is the time where we lock in and get any other 3-stars at other positions that could possibly be interested in coming to Rutgers. Okay, so look like we got the hard commit with our 4-star DT, Jake Moody. Clutch. Hard commit on Wes Jewell, so we got our tackle. Hard commit on Luke Wafel. Huge pickup at left edge. Hard commit on Gio Rasmussen at will. We also got hard commit on Albert Hill the 4th at corner. So we got a huge DB commit. But even though we did lose Quentin Overstreet, we did get Albert Hill. And that was all that counted there. And Mason Atkins apparently is still... It just got in this top 5 and he's still in second. Who else offered him? Oh my god, Wisconsin. So we got to find a corner as a 3-star that could fill the hole here. So we got the commit with Overstreet. With Rasmussen, excuse me. We got the commit with Rasmussen. We got the commit on Moody, so we are tightening up our defense here with these pickups. Oh yeah, we got the commit on Albert Hill, so he's going to be a big 4-star corner for us. But we didn't schedule a visit or anything, so we'll find another guy to be first interested. Mason Atkins, Wisconsin. You know what? We are going to try with him. We are going to get... Nah, we can't. Week 4 is a defensive visit, so we're going to have to cancel off on Atkins. But Natel Mitchell's still open. Cordoba's at first. Everybody rose up here. Okay, Boswell's definitely going to commit. Morris is definitely going to commit. Scott's going to commit. Fierce is going to commit. Rabe, we got to keep the hours on. We are up on Memphis right now, but we got to keep him in first place. We do have the week 4 visit, though. Castro, we have to compete with Boston College, so you know what? We're going to turn him into a hard sell. And then Babin, he's going to commit. Cordoba, we want to turn into a hard sell. And then Natel Mitchell, yeah, he's going to commit. Okay, so we have 335 hours right now. So what we could do is go after 8 more 3-star transfers that could be interested in coming.
2 hours later.
So the only other 4-star we're taking a shot on is Rod Glover, who's a 4-star, and nobody else offered him. So you know what? Let's give him around 120. Actually, no. Yeah, let's give him 115. And we're just going to have to put some recruiting hours to try and fill the void. We know our high scores are going to commit. We know all these guys up top are going to commit. We have some holes to fill. But if anything, we're going to fill the void greatly. So we're going to get into the position changes and figure things out after this whole thing here. As we're going to get Anthony Boswell at center. That'll taper up our offensive line. We got Rhett Morris. We got Lyle Scott at left tackle. We got Elijah Fears at D tackle. We got Elton Rabe at Sam linebacker. So we're tightening up the defense as well. We got Richard Castro at will. Talon Babin at will. Okay, so we're getting some backers now. Joel Cordoba. We used it before, so that's a good pickup. Got Natel Mitchell. We got Darian Williams. We got George Okorafor at wide receiver. We got Jamarcus Culliver. We got Brian Trainer. Okay, decent enough. We got Ben Urbane. Damian Francis at Mike. That's a good pickup there. We got Lumberg Coleman at running back, so he'll back up Dominic nicely. We got Toy at tight end. He'll back up our other 3 tight ends. We got Clower at wide out. We got Rod Glover! Let's go! He'll probably accompany Sean Wilson for Wilson's senior year. We got Freddie Brown. We also got Ryan Hopkins. Okay, we got our backup QB to Julian Duggar. We got Jared Porter at running back. But who did we end up losing out of all that? Did we get... Okay, I think we may have gotten everybody once again. I think we got a full board at 35 again. Yeah, we may have gotten a full board at 35 again, guys. Yeah, we got a board at 35 again. But now, with more 4-stars coming to our table... Do we have a top 15 recruiting class? We do! By just 1 slot. We have a top 15 recruiting class in the entire nation. So there you have it. We completed 3 of our objectives for this rebuild. We completed the national championship, the conference title, and the top 15 recruiting class. So all we need to do for episode 3 is to sign the #1 player in the state of New Jersey, which we should do. And having a full board of 35 on the recruiting spectrum made it really easy for us. Okay, we're definitely going to have Sean Wilson again for us for his senior season. So at quarterback, we have Deuce Bailey as our starting QB. And Jeremiah Ebron, his deal breaker being playing time. We're definitely going to have to get used to him getting some playing time hours in. We got to rotate in Jeremiah Ebron, and he does have star development, so he could overtake Duggar and Hopkins by the end of the training results, but we'll see. At running back, we have Oliver Lumberg Coleman under Dominic Nicely. Nicely entering his senior season, and we have Oliver Lumberg Coleman behind him. At fullback, we really don't need. At wide receivers... This is where we have a really deep room here. We have Sean Wilson at the wide receiver position. We have Michael Thomas, Dysere Carter, Rod Glover behind him. So we have 2 star development wideouts in the top 4. And then we have Darian Williams, Austin Clay, Shinar Clower. And as long as we can keep everybody, we have a decent receiving room. Tight ends. We have Ben Rothar and Carson Bruin, both still here for their senior season. And Taylor Fritz right behind him with impact development. So once Grothar and Bruin leave, we need to get a tight end in 2027 going into 2028. Okay, we got Dominic Nicely to upgrade his development trait, so he definitely got impact. So let's see the training results. Let's figure it out here. Okay, so Sean Wilson still remains our highest overall guy. Interesting. So let's see. QB is still going to be Deuce Bailey. And then Ryan Hopkins actually moved up to a 79 overall. So we may want to cut Julian Duggar and save some NIL. And then at running back, Nicely became an 84 and upgraded to impact as well. Beautiful. So we have Gary are leaving, but we have Coleman and Porter taking over for Nicely, unless we get somebody in the recruiting portal. And then wide receivers. Sean Wilson becomes an 87. Michael Thomas is still around. He's an 86. Dysere Carter went up to an 86 for his junior season. And then Rod Glover will accompany him. And then Darian Williams, Austin Clay, they're both going to graduate. So we're going to be left over with Dysere Carter, Rod Glover, and Sinar Clower. That is if we can keep them around. And with Sean Wilson graduating this coming season, we're going to potentially gain that NIL back. And then at tight end, we have Carson Bruin, Ben Rothar, and Taylor. We may want to drop Taylor Fritz so we could save some NIL. Because we have not used him, even though he has impact. We are going to have to get like at least 2 to 3 tight ends coming out of the recruiting portal and the transfer portal to fill that void. Let's see our line. We have 79, 82, 86, 77, and 82. Okay, Keon Goss actually went up 7 overalls with star development. That's a huge boost for the sophomore at right tackle. Okay, Wafel went up to an 85 still. And then right edge is an 82 with Malachi Williams. Glad I moved him. Kyle at 85 and then Moody at a 77. So our defense is really shaping up here. We got Caden Carter at an 83. We also have Cooper Catalano at Mike. He became an 81. With LeBron Warrior trying to come up from behind him and take over as an 80 overall. So keep an eye on this guy. And then at will, we have Deloach at a 76, Lawton at a 75. Okay, so we made some moves. Okay, good news is that the moves were necessary. Tabor actually went up 6 overalls. But Jimmy Hand, it doesn't matter. We're still going to have to cut both of these guys. Because we really only need like 3 to 4 corners. So, free safety, Vaughn went up to a 68. And then strong safety, Sanderick Smith actually went up to a 77 at strong safety. So that's actually a strong boost there. But we will go into the encouraged transfers and cut this roster down. And try and get as much NIL back as we possibly can. Okay, so he's stuck as an 86 overall altogether. Going into 2028 and potentially episode 3. Wait a second here! Did we just upgrade to elite facilities? Yeah, we upgraded our facilities thanks to the auto manage here. That is absolutely sick, guys. Wow, and we get because of the fundraising, we do get the dynasty points increase with the support staff, and then we finally got an upgrade to our elite facilities. So there you go, guys. Because we cut some of the guys that we were overpaying and not using, we were able to put it towards our facilities, and we got a huge upgrade out of it. And it's absolutely massive going forward. But we'll cover all the details for Season 3 in the near future, and obviously we'll do our custom schedule for next week. So with that, that will cap off Episode 2 of our Rutgers Dynasty. We did the National Championship. We upgraded to elite facilities. That completes our 3rd and final task. We also won the conference title. We signed a top 15 recruiting class. So the one thing that we have to do is sign the #1 recruit in New Jersey. That's the only thing that will cap off this rebuild and our chance to go back-to-back for the national championship. So hope you guys enjoyed Episode 2. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more content, make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on those post notices. Make sure you guys don't miss out. But until next time, I'll see y'all later. Have a great day, everybody.